All right, and there's some more bans coming in here. The Ivern banned out by Dondor Gency, so limiting what kind of jungler can come in. I would expect the Olaf to be in the jungle, but that might be an Olaf top lane. Check and see here. Let me give it a look-see. Bans coming through here to finish them off. Ezreal, LeBlanc. I'm looking around to try to see, but I'm having a sneaky suspicion this Olaf is going into the top lane and into the hands of Striker Jones. And a mid-game overpowered Olaf is a scary, scary sight that cannot be stopped. Referring to his ultimate Ragnarok, but also referring to the playstyle of what is the Axe Viking of Runeterra. The Lissandra will be taken away from Data, so removing playmaking, removing perhaps some of their best picks. Next pickup, Anivia. So Dondor Gency getting themselves a control mage for the mid lane. It's been nice. It's actually really nice that LeBlanc got taken away to reduce the amount of problems that could be experienced by Dondor Gency. That just feels like Think Rev Think doing Lesser's team a favor. So I'm just looking at a little bit of history here for the summoner names, the match history for Striker Jones. The Vladimir ban is probably something that we should be expecting going forward throughout the season. A lot of wins on that inside of the at least known 3. Apparently some Varus top lane has been in there as well. Final lock-ins for Think Rev Think come in. We have the Jarvan and the Ari. I feel this is where I think we're getting more and more confirmation. I believe we are locking in our final pieces here. That Olaf is going topside, and this Ornn will be matching them. Fox going to have their hands full trying to keep the Olaf off the turrets and from running rampant. This can go pretty well, but the CC from Ornn will be quite ignored inside of any major fights. And this should round everything out here. That should be a Trundle in the jungle for the set of Dondor Gency. Evil Lobster looking to go to Troll Town and run some people over. I know it's a very different state of the game, but I can tell you that a fully fed Trundle in ARAM is a monstrous sight to behold. But now that we've got the rest of these rosters rounded out, we're going to throw to a break. We will see you on the Rift. Alrighty.
Looks like T-Van can't make this game. Let's see if I can find someone else.
Yeah. That's rough, dog. Mr. Ishan. I love that rum muffin.
Okay, wait, I think I found someone who can do exactly one game.
I'm down for whatever, you know. We're scrapping. My only concern is making sure I don't drink this entire Red Bull, so I'm up till 5 a.m. I'm interested in sipping on it just for the sweet, sweet taste of that bull nectar. Yo, yo.
Hello, Mr. Kohai. Thank you
Oh, hi.
for appearing.
What's up? What's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
We're scrambling here.
Solid.
Yeah.
My boy's been cloping in it sounds like, and is gonna be late
Been-
as fuck.
Oh shit! I got you. All right. Do you need me to stream or are you streaming, Ishan?
Oh, no, sure.
Okay. Let me peep. Okay. Let me take a look at the roster. What do we got here?
Good, good. And let me
got-
send you the draft as well.
Yeah, it's. How much do you know about this league that's going on, Koloff?
Next to nothing. I have
Alright.
been trying to work on my career recently, so I have been checked out for a lot of things at the moment.
Fair enough. I guess the short of the long is that it's Think Rev Think versus Dondor Gency. Captains are Jeki and Lesser. Lesser's not on the field, but the main players outside of Dondor Gency will be Brenny in the bot lane and Lobster in the jungle. There's sort of the tier 1 picks and the main shot callers. But the mindset of the two teams is very different. On the kind of Dondor Gency's kind of a for fun, and Lesser's kind of surprised at how serious everyone's taking it. Meanwhile, Jeki is here for a three-peat. And is ready to knock some teeth in and such. Striker Jones is his main top laner. Well, he's actually in mid lane, so that'll put two major players and shot callers on the field. I believe I don't know if the only strange thing, at least to account for inside of this one in terms of draft, is that it's like an Olaf top lane. Nothing else is really exceptional. Like what was it? Olaf top with.
It was Olaf, J4, Ari, Smolder Seraphine.
Yes.
And Orin, Trundle, and Nivea, Ashmelia.
Yeah. Which I guess means that both teams actually have very good engage options and things like that. So, coming into this week, Dondor Gency is 6-6, while Think Rev Think is 7-5. So they're it's kind of a neutral matching, but the favor I would give over to Think Rev Think altogether, both by intention and at least skill.
I can't help but notice that Big Rev isn't on Think Rev Think.
Oh yeah, he changed his team name to that after Rev dropped.
Yeah, Rev's not even in this season.
Holy base.
Yeah. So way to stick to it, but also, yikes.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So we have Faker or Jeky's trying to do the T1 magic of the three-peat, huh?
Yeah, and we're gonna see if he's
Interesting.
any good on the field. I think he was one of the first matches that I casted, so I'm very curious. I don't think I even saw him. I don't think I've seen him play yet, actually.
Isn't Jeky a AD main?
Yeah.
Why is he in mid?
They might be
He's
awful.
roll locked.
Yeah.
What was that, sorry?
He's roll locked in mid.
Okay. Was that like a perk or is he
No,
like doing
he's
it?
signed up
Okay.
like that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. He's locked in for mid and jungle.
Okay.
Actually, if I could look at it, where's that note?
Are there any newcomers for this season that are like
many.
There's
like for that are
in this
Wait,
match
that are what?
that are in this match.
yeah.
I would say Zimmy is new. Zimmy would probably play only on Sunday though.
Well, actually,
So,
hold on. In these 10 players,
yes, that'd be good.
most of the players are new. Well, actually,
Really?
Evil Lobster and Brandon Fan are new on DDG, and
Yeah,
I think Striker Jones, Majnu, and Rebecca are new.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I don't recall seeing Evil Lobster. Tell me about them. They seem to be like a tier 1 player, like you were saying.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
45.
big comp player. Evil Lobster and Brandon Fan played comp together for a while.
Like ADL or AML.
AML plus.
Okay.
Nice.
Look this guy
We're
up.
about to get into game.
Yep.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm ready. Yeah, I got
Alright.
you pulled up.
Cool.
Alright,
I'm just pulling
then
up.
3, 2, 1.
And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. I've been joined by Kaloth, or what was the other nickname for you, my friend?
Kalo's fine. Kaloth. Well, they're all fine.
Gotcha. Well, we're getting ourselves in here. Looks like there's a little bit of some jungle shenanigans here by TRT. And a little spicy start.
I'm looking at the draft right now since this is like I haven't had too much time to digest what's going on, but I am definitely more in favor of blue side at the moment. I like their comp significantly more, especially with like the Ornn nerfs that went live a couple patches ago, or that was like 2 patches ago now. I don't think Ashe has gotten too much, and Smolder got DFT, so that's like kind of massive. Does Ari also run DFT? What is Ari running right now for Keystone? Oh, is it yeah, DFT? I see it now.
Yeah. No,
And this is also like a hard counter matchup top side.
well, yeah, and the scaling on the side is really in the favor of TRT altogether. The Smolder, the Ari is still a playable champion in the later games via the engage and things like that. The only thing that scales poorly, you could say, on the side of TRT would be the Olaf. But if that Olaf is paired very well with the Encore from the Seraphine, there's going to be trouble in the backline. Branny and Griffin are going to have their hands full trying to survive just the dive, you could say, coming in from the J4, the Olaf running in, and the Ari, if they can find themselves some fun skirmishes.
Yeah,
early
like
on.
Olaf serves like a similar role as Xin Zhao does when you have an enchanter on your team. Like you just run at them and you can't be stopped. Like Xin just can't be hit by his R. And there's actually a lot of bot lane action going on. The Ashe had lethal tempo stacked up for quite a bit, and they are just taking no damage. This Smolder and Seraphine. Is this a favorite matchup for the Ashe and Milio? I don't really know too much about the bot lane.
I'll give that a look real quick here. It's quite a significant difference here. Oing is 33 on the point value system inside of the league, while Brandy Fan is sitting up at 44. So there is a distinct advantage coming out here inside of the level 2 advantage, the level 2 plays here. So quite a distinct advantage is unsurprising, but still sometimes painful to watch here. They've not landed any real trading blows here on the side of TRT. They are getting kind of stuffed in right
They're
now.
getting fisted. Yeah, they're absolutely getting fisted right now with this harass from Ashe W and then the Milio heal making Ashe have more attack range. And Smolder is just like, he's looking like he's in a bad position. This is like honestly a dive if their jungler path to them. Like I think bot lane is just absolutely cooked.
Yeah, looks like the
And
Trundle
looks
is
like
making
that's
his way
exactly-
down right now. J4 is going to be there. Majnu able to counter the situation, but they are so low. I feel like one spell auto with a flash in tow would secure a kill here without much tower damage being taken here. Fight over the red buff.
Yeah, this is like heavily Trundle favored too. Like E comes out Q, A, right? Here we go. Force the J4 flash if he has it still. Yeah,
He's going to get run down here. His mid laner's not coming for him. That's first blood over to Evil Lobster.
Yeah, he's just greeting that flash for our next game, and it looks like it might just be a dive onto the bot lane if the Trundle comes right now. It looks like he is going. Yeah,
They're only going to have
Gotta catch the
cast
wave.
minions to make this work here. Need the camera to get us into the right position here. The wave is being stopped here. They're trying to actually get the next wave to crash to try to make this happen here. TRT aware of what's trying to happen, but they're going to get themselves bitten and eaten up. Evil Lobster might have overextended here. The heal's going to come in. Griffin saving his jungler's life, but the turret will secure it. Seraphine getting the kill, and now Griffin is in a lot of trouble here. Brandy Fred's going to come over, but I think it's going to be nominal help. You're trying to slow down. He's going to get the kill onto Oing. This is a very good feeding of gold into the right pockets here. Kills on the side of TRT only gathered by the jungler and the support. Majni is going to be going to have to run away there. So very extended trade out, but it does look like DOG comes out on top of that one.
It's kind of unfortunate too, because like that should have been a pretty clean dive, but it was a cannon wave, so it prolonged the wave getting there, and it just turned into kind of an even trade. As unfortunate as that was for the red side team. I'm not sure if they weren't counting wave for that. Like it should have been a lot cleaner. Like no one should have died on red side, and I don't think not nearly as many stumps should have been forced there.
Yeah, no, entirely. The only thing they were trying to actually overcompensate for, that Lobster's trying to overcompensate for, was trying to get more of a wave in hand that wasn't so easily cleared by the Smolder and the Seraphine to try to set up the dive, which kind of informs the lack of decent timing or wave management to really prime and set up that dive. But things still stay kind of even across the board.
Yeah, it's like actually crazy since Riot made the change with minions getting to wave faster. Like I feel like a lot of people still struggle to know like the timings and this like type of play.
Fight in the jungle here. Evil Lobster's gone a little bit too far. He's going to knock back Striker Jones to try to prevent the real damage dealer.
Yeah.
Gonna get some vision, but he's out of here. Striker Jones will secure that kill. Blood first. Well, that's going to be 3 and 3 kills now matched.
Yeah, I mean, heck, if red side like keeps this up, blue side might not to get a chance to scale up at all with like Smolder. Like he is pretty far behind in farm. 20 CS down, probably not that many stacks either. I'm guessing maybe 30 at most.
I'm seeing 17 on his icon there, far left side. So
Oh, I see it now.
yeah. This Smolder is starving right now. That does not scale well. That is Smolder is a win condition as a character,
Hmm.
and any delay, and then in the Smolder being able to get stacks, get gold, and just scale up in general, kind of really sets up DDG to do exactly what they want. And it looks like the spot lane is still owning the situation right now. We're at a 25 CS difference here. It's impressive that Oing's even been able to maintain the same level as his opponent.
Does is that Olago? Is that how you say their name on Smolder?
I believe it's Oing.
Wait, oh, sorry. Yeah,
Oinge.
I see it now. I see it now. Yeah.
Oh,
Is he a Smolder main or what's the scoop on
I'd
this?
have to actually look that one up there. I feel like it's a safe pick on account of the point value matchup in the bot lane for how these rosters were going to go, and
Sure.
and maybe they need to just make that adjustment to manage what they can and cannot do as we go through the season and have to. You can't really always high value stack. Anker's going to come out here locking down Branny Fran to prevent them from just abusing this bot lane any further.
Oh, it might be I think he went in just a little bit too soon there.
Might be a little bit too much here right now. Griffin's going to get caught out here. Oing is going to be able to get the kill. This is a misplay. Misplay on the side of Griffin going too far.
I guess I was wrong. It wasn't too fast. I thought J4 could have waited another like 1 second, 2 second, or wait for the word to come out, then EQ. But they still pick up the kill. Good for them. And it looks like the proxying is continuing on the top side. I'm not a big fan of this, honestly, as a top lane player myself. I think when you're playing like into a tank matchup like Ornn, like he struggles to get farm, so you don't really want to proxy too much against him because you're giving him resources, gold, XP. You want the wave to like be on your side of the map. But I don't know, he has Cole, so maybe he's thinking that he can cash his Cole out and look for a power spike and maybe a dive onto the Ornn.
Very possible here. I agree with you entirely. There's been a lot of that kind of play occurring inside of the games that I have casted in this league, where there is proxy farming occurring, and it's not entirely truly punished. And I can't even say that I've seen the proxy farming even lead to stealing jungle camps from top laners that are just really murdering lower tier players. It just doesn't feel like they ever actually really leverage that into a major advantage and sort of map or any major objectives is usually like my pushback. If the Orns are able to, as you were saying, build up their gold, build up their XP, not really ever die, be punished, like the biggest punishment you can ever give someone in this game is to be dead and be doing absolutely nothing. No gold income, no XP income, you're stagnated. And that's before we even talk about, big fight in the bot lane here. Evil Lobster has arrived here. Mom's going to actually be able to clear the wave here. Now they're going to have to overextend. Evil Lobster will secure the first kill. Brew gonna do her best to try to protect.
Damn,
and
that
tower is hot, and it is going to burn you alive. Evil Lobster is put into the pot of water and boiled to a crisp here. Eating good here in the bot lane.
Ready, good to go. That is a crazy. Did you see the amount of like health that he just buffered with Smolder, like the heal plus barrier, and he still got taken out even with the R heal too. That was crazy damage.
Jackie trying to get the kill here. Griffin's gonna have to flash, use his ult, and heal to escape that roam. Getting a little bit of action here, but it's strangely enough, ETRT still holding advantage, still holding the gold advantage. Looks like it's mostly in the top side here. 1.5k gold lead by this Olaf and maintaining good control of their champion. It's like, nope, you can hit me all you want. I will not hit back. I know what happens.
I'm also just not a fan of the Ravenous Hydra build on Olaf. Like, you don't need that. You want the Stride Breaker, man. You are not catching anybody with that between like Trundle Pillar, a Nivea Wall. This is just not looking like the best build in my opinion for Olaf this game. This
is feeling like a Fiora build out of him, not to cut you off there.
No, yeah, absolutely agree. It's just not. He's at least trying to take advantage of the proxy farm now. Like, it looks like Olaf is taking the Krugs now, so he's
They just got side on that. Data hitting the Bloom to spot that steal, so a little bit of a CS advantage being acquired here, and more of that gold lead being put into the pockets of particularly the main carry on this team, Striker Jones.
I'm kind of surprised too with the summoner choice with the Nivea. She's got here comes some more action in the top lane with the Warner coming out.
Some damage here, but Fox is not gonna be able to really finish him off here. Ult used, but you need to be using that on the wave, my friend. Here, this is sort of the biggest skill difference I've noticed. Is just is in terms of brain power, in terms of what are the decisions being made by
Decision
these
making, yeah.
It's just pure decision making. I've seen this with other players, other top laners that are aware they're on the back foot, aware they're a tier 2, tier 3 top laner going into a tier 1, and they're unprepared for the part where their entire job, especially if you're on a really pretty good wave clearing tank like Ornn, or Scion as an even better example, your job is to clear waves. You clear waves, make sure you're not too far behind, and then you're there for the team fight. Malphite, another fantastic example. You should be scaling up the abilities that are going to allow you to...
coming out.
Asher coming out here. Oing's going to be able to actually die. He flashes way too late here, Rue. Gonna brought very, very low. Striker Jones has arrived. I'm not sure what to sort of expect here. He's gonna land the axe, and he's all in. Oh, Brawny fan, you are going to get struck down here by Mr. Jones. Jackie going in for more here. The charm's gonna land on the wrong champion. Evil Lobster's gonna tank that and make his way out here. Flag and drag. Evil Lobster caught up once again here. He's gonna be able to get himself a decent heal, but Majnu able to continue the follow-up, able to secure that kill. And this is gonna get Fox topside advantage for a little bit. But I do believe that is what ThinkRev thing we're looking for here now. And
yeah,
now,
it looks like that the quest is carried out from Olaf, and that's like the only reason I can think of why he would be running down there to try and relieve like pressure from bot lane. Maybe Smolder is able to farm a little bit more, but I think he's gonna suffer from the quest. The Ornn TP going bot?
Yes, trying to match the call here.
Okay.
Yep. What they're doing right now, this is a pretty highly coordinated thing compared to most of what we've seen, especially when you have a very strong top laner. And this is where Striker Jones is making themselves a forever pressure point, and they're actually doing major map rotations that we did not see in week 1 when we watched ThinkRev Think on this stream. So now what we're seeing is that Striker Jones is just going to take out the first 2 tier 1s in the whole map, really. Oink going to be caught out again here. I'm sorry, there's not much damage you're going to be able to fire back here. Brandy fan pocketed way too much here. And Striker Jones is going to get the trade-off kill. The heal is insane here. I understood why you wanted him to have a slow inside of his first major item, but this heal, especially with that W stack, is setting him up to 1v2, and it's only going to get worse from here. Fox, I'm sorry, sir, but you're going to get hunted by the hound this time here. You will not survive this movie. And this will be the second turn going over into ThinkRev Think's pocket.
Yeah, if they can, if red side can keep, or sorry, blue side can keep up this this mid game pressure like this, like where they're just destroying the top lane or taking towers, then maybe they can hold out for late game. Or Smolder has his time to shine, and Ari has her 40-second R, and they can start making more plays like that. But if they can't hold on to this mid lane pressure, it might just be over for them. Trundle's going to keep running him down. Olaf doesn't have R or anything, and I
that
think
bite reduces the damage here. He's not going to be able to actually handle this.
Oh
my goodness, the lightning strikes. That would look so close here. I was expecting the bite out of the Trundle to really reduce both the damage and the lifesteal out of the Olaf, but it did not matter. He was still able to power tank through. At this point, Striker Jones is just going to go back to get more mana.
And yeah, they have no Executioners built yet. I definitely think Ornn should have been building either Bramble or Executioners earlier on the game. I don't think you really need Sunfire. Tanks are kind of unique where they don't need to build their full item. They can kind of just sit on like components like this, and if they had a little bit better optimization, I don't think the Olaf would be running the mid game as much as he is right now. So let's see, what Drake is it? Fire Drake? Fire Soul.
Looks like an Infernal Drake here. They've already Mountain and Ocean were captured by ThinkRev Think and Gency respectively. I think I take a little bit of chunk trying to get that catch onto Data, but Data's got their Rod of Angels. Tears probably built up, and they are making their way into their second item here. Love Anivia, but it is take a long time to get there. And the big chicken will be stolen. Majnu, sneaky little devil there.
I do think that the Ashe needs to start joining these fights. Like the only reason that Olaf is able to like kind of run these things is because they just lack that little bit of damage that they need and the executioners, right? But I'm pretty sure if Ashe is there, they're just gonna absolutely cook.
Arriving here right now. He's gonna get knocked up. Your CC immune, but he's gonna put up a wall if we really need to. He almost gets one, but they will be taken down. Striker Jones removed from the rift for the next 30 seconds here. Fox securing the kill. So a little bit of counterplay being applied here by Dondor Gency to make sure that Striker doesn't get to take over that side of the map. There's nothing really to fight for just yet. Herald's up right now, but it's not clear that I don't think anyone's going to really put their mind on that right now. Dondor Gency need to figure out how to deal with wave assignment and management, because right now we're getting closer to a 4K gold lead for TRT.
Yeah, and he's just too far extended there. There's, like you were saying, there's no reason to be counter jungling there when you can get caught out, get roomed on by mid jungle and support there. And he's also a little bit late on the R, but that's that's neither here nor there.
No great issues.
Yep.
Rue, oh, gonna be caught out here. The
Oh.
pillar's gonna lock them in. The encore is going. The Ash is
Maybe
gonna
this
hit
is
here.
looking good.
Rue's gonna die, but this actually looks not in the best favor of DDG here. Gonna get put into the pit of pain here. Majnu's gonna capture Lobster.
Olaf
Jackie's
just
gonna pin him
running-
up, and
yeah.
Olaf just ran over Brandy Fan. Oh, that was a bug on a
Painful.
windshield moment there for Brandy Fan. I am sorry. 4-2-1 feels good on an Ash, but you cannot handle this 5-1-1 Olaf.
I respect the look. I respect the look on that play, but it was just it fell apart in the palm of their hands.
Indeed, here this is where we're watching. There's not a clear ability for anyone to handle the Olaf. It's the CC immunity is always a fantastic ability of Olaf, especially, and he is ahead. That is what is wanted, needed, and necessary for this Olaf to really be viable in this game. Herald's going to be picked up here by Majnu. I'm going to see where they put that. But this is kind of a bit of what I was expecting out of Think Rev Think versus Dondor Gency. The tryhards are trying hard, and they are handling Gency very well.
All right, let's see what they're gonna do with this referral, because we still have what a couple minutes before the next, or actually it should be about another minute before the Drake spawns, right?
13 seconds, top
Okay,
right there,
it
my
is.
friend. Yeah, 13 seconds, and the
Yep.
Infernal Drake will be up. And they're preparing, yeah. TRT, getting themselves, taking out the obvious wards. Doesn't look like they have any scanners available right now. Just one scanner on Rue. And posturing around this mid lane, maybe looking for a fight. Dondor is going to get caught up by the wall here. You can become unCC-able, but you cannot go past the wall. Herald's going to be dropped as well to apply even more pressure. And now we're having a very interesting fight here. Majnu and the other jungler, Fox has gone way too far, and he's going to get caught out. Going to be forced to flash. Secured by Jackie. The encore goes
Triple
for a
R.
million miles. Evil Lobster will get secured here. Jackie with a double kill. This is the kind of advantage that TRT are looking
Ari
for.
goes in.
Flash
Yeah.
Charm doesn't get anything, but the stun will capture. That is going to be a dead
Oh, also this
Majnu, but,
moment he runs at them.
he is going at them.
Holy.
He's going to pop that egg, and he's going to keep rolling here, knocking down the minion waves to keep himself alive here. That lifesteal doing the Lord's work, and the axe throw to finish it. Triple kill for Striker Jones. The solo laners on the side of Think Rev Think absolutely murdering Dondor Gency in that basically extended fight tower dive. Oing here to pick up some of the pieces. Kind of wondering where Oing was in that fight now that I think about it.
Yeah, no, I think the time for the red side to be able to win this game might have just passed already. The Olaf is actually just carrying them in this mid game, like I was saying earlier, and I think it's just might be a little bit too much now. Olaf got like probably 3,000 gold there. He's at 3 items at 18 minutes with a DD. He is actually just unkillable at this point if he has Ghost plus R up. On top of the like Smolder is getting stacks now. What is he?
He's at like 120 some odd last I saw
120
before the gold came up here.
Alright.
So yeah,
He'll probably
129
gonna be
here.
online. Yeah, he'll probably be online around the 28-minute mark. 28 to 30 minutes is what he's on track for. But yeah, they finally siege down the tier 1 mid, so that opens the game up quite a bit with Baron spawning in the next minute and 10 seconds. It's a little bit hard to pressure for that, but if they start playing inside their jungle, which is it looks like they're doing, they see the Raptors have spawned, Trundle is on them, and it looks like they're kind of posturing for it right now. Maybe not committing to anything, but Olaf is still pushing on the top side, and if Horn steps up, I don't like this. He might just be dead. It's too
It's a little bit too far here. Majnu has arrived here. Evil Lobster about to get caught up, knocked up. The damage from the Seraphine is real here. And now Fox, you just need to walk away,
They're
my
diving
friend.
Ghost.
They're diving him. This Thicky is about to get turned into a Thinny. He is knocked out here. Striker Jones cannot be stopped here. It takes the turret to knock him down, but he will take two with him. Shutdown Gold goes over to Branny. That's good news for him and DDG, but this is still just not enough. The combo utility that needs to actually be used by DDG just to handle the Olaf it's too high of a demand here right now. I don't think Data is arriving fast enough to deal with these fights and to even provide a wall or provide an excessive amount of damage alongside the Ashe to handle Striker Jones. This is we've hit unmanageability right now. These people need to be fired like, oh, and we need new people in this shop, my man.
Yeah, we just also don't have any actual good applicants of executioners or grievous wounds. Like, you have the Thornmail, but that's not good enough. You have to have someone that actually applies it. Thornmail is the worst item in the game that applies grievous wounds because it requires you to hit them, and Olaf just never hits them. Oh, the Ahri is getting caught out here, forced to use R. That's going to be All right, well, I'm
Yep.
Baron is yeah.
Yep. Spirit Rush down removes some opportunities, but there's still 2 minutes 30 before the next Drake, and that would put TRT onto Soul Point. At this point, the only other major objective on the field is Baron. I would expect Think Rev Thing to start posturing in on that side of the map, and that might have been what was happening earlier before we had that entire tier 2 topside tower dive. So
Yeah, I mean Baron is like he's like Otacon right now with how much they Riot buffed his health and damage. So it is possible we can see a major throw. I don't know if that's enough to get DDC back into the game, but that would be the start of them coming back into the game.
there's a little bit of the control here, vision being removed, and now the Baron is being started here by Think Rev Think. Striker Jones is going to play buffer, make sure no one comes on in here. The Hawkshot will see this play, but I'm not sure if there's much that they can do. This Baron's going down very slowly here. Not a very high consistent team for damage. Orin's going to try to snipe the... That's a very poorly timed wall and ult from the Orin here. Now Striker Jones, he's just walking up, facing the entire team here. Data and Brandyfan not really with a lot of protection here right now. They're going to be able to turn on the low damage side. Baron is low. And they're just going to actually encore over. It's going to extend on over. And now Striker Jones set up with the double kill. He's going to start running through. There is not much to be said here. The egg will get used, popped, and removed here. Scrambled on the Rift. We're breaking this out here right now. 8.7k gold lead for the side of Think Rev Think. Baron is restarted. There is nothing for Brandy and Lobster to do right now.
Yeah, this is just it at this point. They had the opportunity and it just did not play out the way they wanted it to play out with the unfortunate Orin R. Oh, looks like Olaf might actually be going down here. It's going to take a lot of damage from DD, but Scuttle Crab there just in time to provide a healthy snack. A little bit of protein in his diet.
Brandy Fan really being annoying here, really slowing down Striker Jones. He might be able to get the kill if they can actually keep the sight on him. He is using he's using that bush to the best of his ability right now. They have to secure this Baron and get out here, but I don't think Brandy Fan's going to let him go. He is going to do what he... This is a crazy attempt here by Brandyfan, but he does not have flash available to dodge the engage from the Jarvan, and we're going one more time.
Yeah, it was a well played, well attempted cleanup on the Baron. Oh, he's
good little juke there from Lobster. This guy can dance. I appreciate that. Completely made Majin think he was going into the bottom bush there and just brings himself back into the alcove. We still got a little bit of entertainment here tonight, Kaloth, but this first game feels like it's really much in the bag right now. 9k gold lead, 24 kills. I think this Olaf is approaching full build here. 3.5 items.
Yeah. What was the point differential again? It's like because this feels like it was a heavily stacked Jeki points, right?
Yes. Let me pull that match up. The
Yeah,
point difference of team for team was only a 2-point difference. It's more that top side point differential is really what has knocked this situation into teeth. This is kind of where the best top laners are the ones that can lose gracefully, and if you don't know how to lose gracefully, the ability for players like Striker Jones to run you over and then use your body to fuel their escapade.
The war machine.
Fuel the war machine. Yeah, I'm gonna use your skin for tires and your bones to. Oh my goodness, Oing being caught out here. I don't know why he decided to use his jump here, but Brandyfan's gonna be able to take advantage of the situation here. The root coming in to help, but Brandyfan's gonna get 2 here. He's gonna be able to stand his ground here. The healers are doing pretty well, but Majnu has enough damage to actually secure this. The Orin's gonna knock up Jeki to delay any more engagement. The Spirit Rush is not available, so they're gonna have to play pretty passive, especially with how low Majnu is. The wall is gonna scare him. Yeah, that wall just pinned him, and now I think we're going to have to back off and rethink their plans here. That Baron might have been neutralized.
Okay, Milio with the anti-heal. That's what we have been needing. Can I get an anti-heal check? I'm going to guess like 500 right there. Oh, wait, can we not check the anti-heal?
I don't think we can actually check items like that much, but I appreciate the jump in here. Production will show us if they can, otherwise. I'm with you on the side of finally getting something in here to minimize what Striker Jones can do. He is the main win point right now, but unfortunately, that Smolder 177 on his stacks, but still a very good insurance policy.
Yeah, he's, like I said, probably going to finish around the 30-minute mark, 28 to 30 minutes, going at the speed he's going. Hopefully he doesn't get caught out, because that seems to be the biggest problem right now, is people are pushing into them, like we saw earlier with Striker Jones being cut out in the bot side Gromp earlier. Smolder's Oingo's getting popped out, or caught out in the mid lane. I don't know if it's anything much they can do to capitalize on it, but that seems to be their only plays right now is getting some catches out where they can, getting a shutdown or two. Looks like the what's it called? The bounties are still up. Oh, J4 and
Looking for a
is
snipe
looking.
there. Fox can really
Yeah.
grab the other half of the blue buff, but Fox gonna have to flash this wall here and get out. He will make his way out safe. Now we're looking for a team fight here. The turret will be secured. It was low to begin with.
Yeah. No objectives up for a little bit longer. If they can make sure all these waves are pushed out, and they should just be able to rule their entire jungle, take all the farm, and hopefully they can just wrap this up in a nice clean little bow. I would like to see them end through a side lane. It's never a good idea to try and end the game through mid, since you can get flanked by either side. You can't have all the vision there. So if they decide to pressure through bot lane or top lane, I think that is going to be their best bet for wrapping this game up.
Indeed, minimize the variance on the play to secure victory is always a good strategy. But you can kind of tell right now that DDG, they've really caged up. They have really just all surrounded themselves and brought themselves into this mid lane just to stay close, stay together, and prevent anything from really running at them. I think, oh, that's going to be an arrow sent out by Branny, looking for something, but nothing for another minute. And he might try to do that again to burn a flash to get an advantage going into the Dragon or the Baron fight. Both will be up at the same time.
Yeah, they saw that Olaf was not with them. Maybe they thought they could take their best shot at the moment. We see the chicken.
No. When the big brother's not there, that's when you pick on the kid. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to be a bully, you're going to be a bad person, you make sure that the most dangerous person in the crew isn't there. So you can get that free lunch money. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I pick up a little snack or two. Oh, the crust is gonna go probably take this tower down. Wait, how many grubs do they have? 3? They have 3 grubs. Yeah, these towers are just gonna start melting when the crust R comes out.
Olaf probably gonna be... I'm not sure what they want to do here. That engage from Olaf, not really Call of the Forge God, kind of wasted.
Yeah, you can't be looking on the Olaf like that. If he can just run away, he has Ghost and R up. It is not a good look when he has all those tools available to him. They're better off just saving R for a different pick or waiting for the next objective to come up. But they're gonna be visionless down here bot side. Yeah, they're clearing all the vision now, so they're just gonna have to be walking in blind or forced to give up Infernal Soul, which is a really bad soul for them to get here. Like the Olaf being on 6 items almost. What is that Zeal gonna be? Is that a Triforce? No, he's going what is it? The crit ult item. I forgot what it's called. Theme Hunter, right?
Okay.
Oh, J4
catch out here. Brady fan trying to run away, but not able to catch him. Help Mom comes in. He's going to be able to tag. The heals are going to come through, keeping Brandon Fan alive. But now, TRT, they have readjusted their focus. They're going to go for the win here right now. They're going to shove mid and tell DDG, come fight me. Brandon Fan frontlining, looking to try to put some damage now. And here comes the Olaf all the way in. Oh my goodness, he will get it, but he will trade his life for that kill. Big gold exchange here, Striker Jones. We'll go down here. The Olaf is in the middle, but he's the one that gets really tanked up by that Encore. And now Jackie going wild, predicts the flash from the Milio, and will secure that kill. Data doing his absolute best, but Jackie gets so low. The Ari saved by the Seraphine, by the heal, and will keep themselves alive here. Oh, and this Majnu might have gone too far here. His GA will get popped. This is still holding down here right now. Evil Lobster is going to be able to hold himself together here. Data is doing the Lord's work right now. Standing strong here.
They are holding the door, but I don't know how long that door is going to stay open for, or stay closed for, because they're going for their Infernal Soul and probably reset into the Baron, and that's going to be it probably right there. I don't think there's anything they can really do if they get that soul. This is too much damage. Oh, Trundle coming, looking for the Seraphine.
Evil Lobster coming in to make sure they don't get too many bad ideas, and unfortunately, Evil Lobster had the bad idea. This is setting up for another trap here. Data, I don't think is going to fall for it. Going to grab the little Infernal gems on the ground.
Yep, Ash Hawkeye comes out, and they're looking to clear the vision, probably looking to start the soul any second whenever J4 comes up.
Right now, yeah, and with the jungler being down on the side of DDG, there's a 20-second difference here. They're just going to go for it. They're going to go for the coin flip, and Data's the only one here right now. Ash, Ornn, and Milio coming in from the mid lane. This dragon's gone here. Soul's going to be acquired here. There's not much else to be done here. Slow hit on to Data. He's going to try to put himself in the middle of this. Going to be able to connect with Fox here, but the Miller's going to be sniped out here. Ari with the reset, and now the Bird has been caught out again.
Smolder online. He's got ultimate stacks.
He has taken out the Bird here. Double kill over the Smolder here. The insurance policy has arrived here, and Striker Jones doesn't have to worry about carrying the entire team on his back anymore, but it might not even matter here. All they've got left is this evil little lobster with his big troll town and his bat, and this is going to be GG, ladies and gentlemen. Here, there's not much else to be done here. Trundle, 2.5 items deep at best against a fully stacked 10,000 gold lead advantage here from side of TRT. Oing's going to go ahead and start spitting some fire on him. The execution will come through. The Nexus turrets are down. The Nexus is exposed. Ace to finish it out here. TRT, think Rev, think, take out Dondor Gency in the first game of the night.
Door slammed closed. Better luck next game. They definitely had the better job coming into it, and it looked for a bit that it was possible for them to come out with the advantage they had bot lane, but they just weren't able to capitalize on some of the plays they were able to do. Unfortunate.
I
forget.
Indeed. Go ahead.
Is this Fearless? Is this Fearless draft? I forget.
No, it's old school standard.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Old school standard. You got to deal with the problems, or you don't get to steal things, and you don't get to not deal with the problems on the Rift. If you can't handle it, then there's a skill diff.
Yep.
So I'm pretty happy about that one. Not much to really wax lyrical here in the post game lobby. Here, look at that damage on the side of Think Rift. Thanks, Striker Jones nearly taking the cake and doing almost as much damage as his mid laner and his bot laner combined. Jackie didn't really have to do much other than stay stable in the mid lane against the Anivia. Data did the best that they could, but an immobile AD carry and a mobile mid laner is free food for Olaf, and he was hungry this game.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of surprised how much damage the Ashe did compared to the Olaf just beating on a tank consistently. It just 37k to the 41k to the 41k in a 31-minute game. That's pretty impressive, honestly. And they had that many souls.
Oh yeah, no, it's very good damage on the side, but this is showing where the agency and where the step forward and try to 1v9 players were in these rosters. Striker Jones, the top-rated player on the side of Think Rev Think here in for this game, doing the Lord's work, doing the best they can, and running over this Olaf and really giving Fox a lot of pain. Meanwhile, Brandy Fan, we saw that advantage in the first few waves here, going into the level 2 advantage, and with that range extension from the Milio with the campfire, just really bullying the Seraphine and Smolder, and the rest is just kind of history. So that should round us out here, and we will see you for Game 2's draft in just a minute. Cool.
Nice.
Let's see. One. Olaf is a monster.
Howdy.
Hey. All right, you here to relieve me, Dusk?
I am here to relieve you.
All right, awesome. All right, good luck then, boys.
I'm just rotating through the staff tonight.
You really are.
Hello,
Right,
welcome to my office. Shit's hit the fan, and cows
what
come in.
qualifications do you have?
None.
Let me see your application. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm qualified for this job. Here, it's in this book I just wrote.
All right, GG's, boys. Good luck.
Have a good night, my man. Thank you for the assist.
No problem.
Alrighty, Des, were you able to watch the first game at all? Or are you coming in blind?
I caught about the last half of it. We're just Olaf doing Olaf things.
Yeah, Fed Olaf is one of the most like sometimes it's living vicariously through a hard carry Olaf. It's like, yes, I too love to face plant into brick walls, and the brick wall give way at all times.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going. I'll run it down. I don't know if you got the link open to just look at the roster set. I can actually
get it open.
Throw that in the chat for that one.
Okay.
Cool. So, short of the long, looks like Think Rev Think, who just won game 1, are going to maintain their roster.
Yep.
We're going to see how the draft adjusts, because it's kind of one of those, like, do you want to not... For some reason, there's a ban going of Vladimir against Striker Jones, and he has a lot of high... I guess a lot of high percentage wins on OPGG or whatnot. Dondor Gency, they're rotating in. Sick looks like the guy showed up late, but has shown up on time. And Evil Lobster is still in jungle. Counter in for mid lane,
Yeah.
Echo in for bot lane. And Brandyfan's rotating to support from, they were the Ashe in that last game.
Yeah,
so,
I can see that.
I don't know, it's one of those, like, I can affect the map better if I get to roam and don't need gold to be valuable, I guess. So,
Hold on 1 second, my sister's calling me.
tell her I said hi. Yeah. Lester was telling me they had a pretty well thought out schedule, like a well thought out schedule, and SCK was gonna be the only one to really like bungle it if they kind of didn't show up or showed up late or something like that. But this rotation, point value goes down. Counter is, oh, Lester may not be playing tonight. It looks like. Their mid laner. Data. So upgrading their mid laner. Downgrade. Let me think here. Upgrading the top laner technically. Downgrading the bot laner, but keeping the shot caller in. And the evil lobster. So.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
Alright,
Interesting.
we're about to get into draft.
Roger.
Oh, sweet.
Roger. Roger.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Jumping into draft here, we've had a bit of a rotation on the side of Dondor Gency. SCK in for top lane to replace Fox. Evil Lobster still in the jungle. Counter coming in to replace Data. Echo coming in to replace Brandyfan on 80 carry bot lane. But Brandyfan coming in to replace Griffin. So just a slight role change in that regard. Keeping the two strong players, perhaps the loudest voices on the side of Dondor Gency with Evil Lobster and Brandyfan still on the map. But the rest of the roles being changed out here, kind of mixing it up to try to deal with what was a very overwhelming game one here on the side of Thinker of Think and Striker Jones on that Olaf, doing, as we say, Olaf things.
Yeah, it was a bit of a local man too angry to be locked down.
Mm-hmm. Now, you might notice, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of my colorcaster has changed again from no voice to the previous voice to now this voice, and I want you to know they're all the same person. I'm kidding. We've had a fantastic rotation of cast tonight. I'm getting to meet the staff one by one. They're all coming into my office to see how many things are on fire as the fan, in fact, throws shit in every direction like my former chimpanzee roommate. Bans have come through here. The Vladimir still being taken away from Striker Jones, as well as now the Olaf. They have learned their lesson, but I do not believe... Oh, wait. Oh, no.
Oh, that's on the other side. They banned it away from the
They're taken away from Sick for some reason. I don't know if we have a production issue right now, but those bans on Think Ref Think sides look like what Dondor... There we go.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now.
I knew it. I know how to read. So... a little bit mixed up on our centerpieces right now, but I know production's going to take care of that. See, off and away. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I have great timing. I have the best timing. So, everything makes sense on the screen right now. Top lane bans from the side of Dondor Gency to limit Striker Jones. They have also removed two top lane champions in the regards to the Darius and the Jax. They are still first picking the Seraphine, still giving Rue their best champion to, and really to keep setting things up. The Seraphine in game one did quite well, and now the Ezreal in for Oing. So keeping the skill shots, keeping the caster sort of style of 80 carry for him. You make anything outside of Dondor Gency over here with how their draft is going?
I mean, well, mostly like Seraphine is just a very strong pick right now with the support items, with the theoretical flexibility. Could go mid. I've even seen some Seraphine ADCs, though not as common nowadays. The Nautilus MF, I mean, it's just a classic. Hold someone down, MF presses the funny button, they disappear. As a response, does make a lot of sense, though. It is one of those few champions that can actually get away. And that's one of the things I was actually just talking about. It looks like the Seraphine is going to be flexed into the mid lane with the Braum support coming in.
Ooh.
I am a massive Seraphine mid enjoyer, and I get so much hate for it all the time, and I don't care. She has strong wave clear, strong mid game, amazing team fighting, but that is one of her biggest problems of the entire game right there, Mel. Saying, fuck you to that Seraphine ult. It goes right back in their face, losing one of the main power points of that entire champion.
This has gotten really spicy here right now. I'm almost hoping that my normal color caster T-Von arrives because I'd love to hear him mauled over this Braum pick that has kind of plagued the games that we've casted inside of these first 3 weeks. But the exchanges really kind of make sense, and I almost feel like this is Jackie just doing a little bit of a flex right now, and they're just having some fun in the draft pick, just bringing the Seraphine into the mid lane, and a superpowered Seraphine means a superpowered team fight, and a superpowered Seraphine behind whatever Striker Jones picks up will be a terrifying combo to deal with. We're going to see if Dondor Gency can figure out a solve right now. They've gotten rid of 2 more top laners. Garen has been a monstrous pick inside of this league from other strong top laners, so I'm actually respecting and appreciating that ban coming out of Dondor Gency to keep Striker Jones from unceremoniously providing a public execution to SCK on this stream repeatedly in front of women and children.
I am expecting Think Rev Think to try to pull out some more of these bruisers in the top and jungle, but that is not something I'd be expecting at all. The Master Yeezus.
Master Yeezus coming in looks like it would be Evil Lobster looking for the good old alpha striking samurai of old. Striker Jones going to pick up an Udyr. This looks like enough bans have actually come through for the top lane because I look across all this. There's only 1 jungler ban and 1 AD carry ban, and the rest are top lane bans. This has been a very special occasion, and it looks like Striker Jones has been brought down to not exactly a champion that I would think is going to be a hard carry, high damage champion.
Looks like that's going to be Udyr jungle. They're going to get the top laner last year.
That could be. That very well could be it here. You might be
Yeah.
right. Oh my gosh.
Yep, there's a Tryndamere in the top lane. He is still split pushing. But now he has gone from local man too angry to be locked down to local man too angry to die.
And I really wonder if Striker Jones is going to have the audacity to do 0 champion damage Tryndamere in this game. But I think Rev think Jackie and them want to win so much they're just going to make sure that they play to win every time, max that point value, make sure they don't drop any unnecessary games, because right now this series is looking very clean, like it's going to be a 3-0 in the favor of Think Rev Think. The Malphite coming in, they're going to have a lot of go buns on the side of Dondor Gency, especially if Counter can counter the Jackie encores. But this game on the side of Dondor Gency is having a lot of reliance on Yi kind of going in all by himself here, at least with the follow-up for the Malphite. But a lot of AD damage. And we're going to get ourselves rolling on into the little break before we get on to the Rift. Me and Dusk will be there to walk you through it. It might be another pain game, but I do appreciate seeing hard carries ruin lives of plebs. Rolling through.
Yeah, these new production look really nice.
Thank you.
Ishan also does all the damn website building.
I know.
I'm studying for this league, and then I'm like, yo, this would be nice. And he's like, I'll get that tomorrow, and he does. And I'm just like, man,
No, Ishan's a fucking beast, man.
Hey, you gotta respect the game. You gotta respect it.
I'll be casting more when I start going to school literally 2 days from now while also working full time.
All right.
I'll be right back while they're getting in the game.
Cool. Strangely enough, the movements that they did for their roster have brought them lower in point value, like Dondor Gency, than their first game, but they technically upgraded on this. Their only downgrade, I think, was bot lane, technically, bringing them down to 16 points. But, like, their movement for Sick and Counter into top and bot lane is actually a point value increase in those roles. But I don't know if it's really going to help them.
I mean, I still don't know if Think really has a gameplay with that counts. My only real worry, like, they have a lot of skirmishes, but like they don't have any real team fight besides like the Seraphine presses R. But you have Mel as long as she holds the reflect.
Yeah, if she
Can't
get
really do
reflected, then the entire premise of what TRT are going to try to do is going to be
Well,
thrown out the window.
Doesn't even have to actually reflect it. Just the threat of holding it, as long as
yeah.
she doesn't use it.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
if you know
No.
that fear of pressing alt.
No, it's the classic Blitzcrank walks forward menacingly, and that's actually enough.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes the stare, hard eyes, that'll send your enemies running.
What should I order for? Ow.
Don't do that.
I'm just playing with my butterfly knife.
Okay, we got a badass.
No, you have someone with really bad ADHD.
Oh no, I'm fucking with you. I used to have like a
Uh.
dull butterfly knife because I live in Florida, so you have to kind of try hard to get one. But I enjoyed getting a few tricks down, 2 or 3 down.
I grew up in Chicago, so like you just get them anywhere.
Nothing but gang violence and butterfly knives.
Well, yeah. You get stabbed once, you kind of learn to deal with it.
Yeah, you know. What are one of the perks of Chicago? Great theaters, and you know, if you grow up right, you get stabbed once. You know.
Yeah. Well, I got stabbed once, thankfully.
Yeah. Oh, Jack is usually a bot laner. Okay, that's what's going on. Yeah. I think you or someone else pointed that out, but. Oh.
I'm back.
What is?
He has returned.
Dude, these guys have been quick. I haven't had to increase the timer once.
Seriously, damn.
Yeah,
Good time.
it's been better this season.
Damn, I leave for one season and everything just gets so much better. Crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like you were the problem.
No.
More like it was our first season ever running a tournament.
Right,
last
right.
season.
No. It was all me. It was all me.
Hey, to be fair, I still
I'm
think
glad
it went
he's
pretty
in-
well for our
look,
first
I'm-
season.
I just got here, but I'm
Well, it
glad
did.
he's
It went very
admitting his
well.
fault. Sean, it's really nice to see that you have a community that's supporting you as you make these drafts, make these seasons, and it's also nice that you foster the kind of relationships with your casters where they're the kind of people that will admit it's all their fault. You know.
Mate, I've been in draft leagues for like 2 years now. This is the most chill draft league I've been a part of.
No,
Everyone here just wants to actually.
Yeah, just have good matches, have good fun. You know,
Well, a lot of this community formed from another draft league that got really toxic like a few years ago, and just a lot of it started walking away from it.
And then I was like, and then I was at a milkshake place with Hierarchs, and then we were like, what if we make our own?
Right. That's every great entrepreneur's conversation with their partner. You know. What kind of toxic would happen in the other draft league? Just getting like so competitive and they just talking.
Yeah,
like,
kind of, but also
like, yeah.
Well, the reason I left was I had a bad issue with one of the captains where first off, I'll fully admit, first week I was late by 1 hour because I got the times mixed up with the other league, and I fully admitted, hey, my fault, I got it mixed up, won't happen again.
Yeah.
The captain spent the next 2 fucking weeks shit talking me in every chat he could about, I don't know if he's gonna show up. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna show up. It's like, dude.
This is the captain. This is the captain of a team. This isn't even your producer. This isn't Ishan or Josh's role per se.
And it's like, and so mind you, next week, the second week, I'm still in game 1. 2 hours before we're supposed to even like lock in, I'm doing flex games with other members of the league, just warming up, relaxing.
Yeah, hanging out. Yeah.
He's spamming my Discord, dude. Respond. Where are you? I'm gonna ban you if you don't come in. I'm gonna replace you. Like, dude.
What are you talking about?
I'm literally in a game. You can see me on your friends list.
Yeah, but he's not aware of his friends list because he doesn't have any.
Yeah, and it just kept getting worse and worse. And
Jesus
eventually, like, dude.
And this is the captain of the team. Like, is this guy running the league? Does he own the league or anything like that?
No. He's the captain of one team.
But he's
captain of one team.
That's self-important about what intonation?
Yes. And at one point, I learned, like, dude, at this point, we have so much beef. Just trade me away. Like, I have other teams that will want me. Just trade me away so we can both move on.
Right, as players.
And he wouldn't do it.
Oh, so he's.
And he wouldn't do it.
Oh, fuck all.
No, sorry. No, he wanted to trade me, get extra points, and trade me for a first-round pick. I'm like, dude, that's not gonna happen.
Like, just because you were late one time, you wanted to just use your failure as to get him point value pieces. Like, get out of here, dog. That's not how that works.
Yeah, so literally, I put it in, not the best thing I could have done, but I literally put in the all chat, fuck you, I'm out, this guy's not worth playing with.
Woof. I don't know if I don't know what else to say outside of the fact that I've either messaged or I've had a call with 3 of the 10 captains in this season. Everyone's pretty chill or going between trying to win or or just like Lesser's the one that's like, it's kind of crazy that people are actually trying this hard. I think there was it was him or someone else was like, there's a lot of messaging and a lot of like, you should probably do this or do this, trying to like overhype or really fudge with the trade the drafting or something like that.
People get competitive, yeah.
Yeah, no.
But I think it's like I think we've fostered a community where it's like
it's healthy competitive.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
not the toxic competitiveness.
No, well, there's toxic competitive that I think if I was to try to like really nail it down, toxic competitive is being competitive without ever evaluating how bad you are.
That's a good way of putting it.
Like if you're never evaluating how bad you are and you're just upset at everyone that are making mistakes, and it's like, well, you're not building any good team piece here. Like we can have the whole conversation about like where it's your fault you messed up, and so on. But everyone should be able to call each other out on that one. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to the Apex reflections from Thorin with over in Counter-Strike with Team Vitality, basically becoming like the best team to ever play Counter-Strike in all versions, really, with what they've fucking done. And Apex talks about like, no, we might have Zayu, who's like the Michael Jordan, LeBron like kind of player in that game, but Apex tells everyone on his team, like, no, tell him when he fucks up. Like,
yeah, it's the only way you learn.
We're about to get in game. You guys ready?
All right. Hell yeah.
Dusk, right? Dusk is
Deuce.
Deuce. Let's go Deuce.
Yep. All right. 3, 2, 1.
We counted in, and my lung wanted to escape my body. But I am here, I am alive, and Thinker of Think are getting up to more very distinct tomfoolery. This is a 5-man death brush. Are they gonna catch out
It's only a 4-man. They're gonna see the MF bot lane. They're gonna get overconfident.
The Nautilus is here.
The hook land.
That's gonna hit. We have a 3v4 right now. Striker Jones is gonna start hitting people, but I don't know who's gonna die first. Your first one's gonna go over to Evil Lobster here. The Jackie has gone down. Brandy's gonna flash away. Trinidad is gonna be chased down. He's pretty low here. SCK gonna follow him into the top lane. No teleport on Striker Jones. It's gonna be a rough start to this game for him. Ghost used as well. If SCK can get any amount of advantage here, this can work out for him.
Oh yeah. Striker Jones burning that Ghost doesn't have that, like I said, doesn't have the teleport, and importantly, doesn't have the Doran play for the sustain. Has the Doran Bow, I think it's called? What's the new items?
That's
where
one
it
of
doesn't
those.
have the sustain on it. It just has the attack speed, I believe.
Yeah, that looks like a little starter bow right there. Something
Yep.
reminding me of the little boat. What do we got here? Yep, Doran's bow indeed. It is what you would guess it would be.
Yep. Importantly, no life steal like on the Doran's blade, so losing that much health early means that SCK really can be more aggressive in this lane.
Can really do some advantage here, getting some of those smashes down. Striker Jones going in here. The Ignite's going to go on, and this is actually trading out very much in Striker Jones' favor. It's on the sliver of a knife here, but that Ignite will scare SCK away. SCK's going to back, and this is exactly the kind of reset that Striker Jones is looking for.
Last tick of Ignite, just barely not enough. I was not ready for the Trinity to just go balls to the wall, commit to that. And I don't think SCK was either.
No, I don't think any of us were, but there's something about these top laners that have a really good sense of what that fine line is, especially in these early game fights. Rue gonna be forced to flash away. That engage coming from Brandy Fan. He's gonna be maintaining that same kind of dominance and desire to control this bot lane with Echo. Wave still crashing in here. Striker Jones gonna have to last hit all those and not be able to do too much right now. SCK gonna get himself moving around the map. Gonna back again. I don't know what kind of marker he would have hit with just so little CS. This feels like a very awkward timer here right now.
Really? One never fillable, I guess. That feels very greedy.
That's a different kind of thirst right there. I don't feel like that's a very good decision to be made there by SCK. Looking at the junglers right now, a little bit of an advantage here acquired by Evil Lobster. Got that first blood gold, so able to get themselves no item actually yet. So that advantage has not been truly realized.
It's a fake lead at this point. But he's backing right now, so we're actually going to see some itemizations coming through. He does pick out that Heartbound Axe.
Ready to chop some trees down here and get themselves in this jungle. I know we are not going to be able to see it, but the one skill check I'm going to be looking for on the side of SDK on this Malphite is if they're going to max their E over everything else. I almost prefer to not max out Q or even put a skill point into it, because when you're a Malphite, your entire idea is secure your CS, hit your smash, clear the wave, and be ready for the team fight. None of this 1v1 nonsense. None of this, throwing your cheese wheel at this Tryndamere, who's just going to be able to out-sustain just by the nature of the character's passive. And
honestly, I think we found the W max that does give you the bonus armor each time you level it up.
And that is very good for at least upping out the trade pieces, but this is where I guess we're splitting the difference here. Q never gets upgraded.
No.
Like maybe one Q to help you with
mana so fast.
Oh yeah, look at this. Like this is not exactly what you're looking for. Getting good damage on Striker Drones, but Striker Drones holding that rage up, ready to put out that heal. So SCK has to calculate for that. We're just gonna be locked up here. Dusik, we're just gonna be locked up here watching these two hit each other. Luckily, it's not a noodle fight, but oh, Hook's gonna land on. Bullet time is going to get a little bit of poke here. Good double shot here, hitting Rue and Oing.
Is the first strike MF not the PTA, so she doesn't really have that follow-through damage, just that little bit of extra burst.
SCK giving up this gold here to try to get Striker Jones off of the wave, trying to proxy it.
I mean, he has Ignite up. He might try to go for a dive.
Ignite available. I think he's just looking for that level 6.
6 on this wave. As meanwhile, bot lane, we do see them going in. The Nautilus having to Spider-Man away as Udyr is running forward. Braum passive does land onto Nautilus. He drops the Ignite and Ezreal flashes away. And has tried to find the kill onto Braum, but he cannot find it.
These shields are going up left and right here. No kill secured just yet here. Echo will go down here, but the Yi has arrived here. And now there's the level 6 advantage here. Striker Jones going to confirm. Evil Officer going to flash in, get the auto attack, get themselves their 3rd kill here. That is the Ezreal going down. Echo looks like they did die in that. So a messy exchange in the bot lane here. The jungler's getting involved. But the advantage is going to be on the side of DDG.
I mean, at the end of that, across the entire map, it was ultimately a 3-for-3. Both 2 kills on the bot, 1 kill on the top.
But that advantage from Striker Jones starting to be acquired here. The skill difference being manifested. SCK not prepared for that invulnerability causing a problem. Brandon's got the roam here. Flash used here, but the ultimate's going to secure the kill here. Counter exploding Jackie from, well, not really a mile away, but you get the drift here. It's the skill diff. That's what it is. Not a fan of Mel. Not a fan of Mel coming into this game. Once I figured out what their skill set was, I'm like, oh, it's kind of an Anivia thing, a little AoE thing, and oh, another execute. Great, fantastic. One of those. Majdu gonna assert themselves, push counter off of the wave a little bit.
They're gonna try, but
there's a stun here, and the Encore is going to get in there. That is a snipe from across the area. I don't think Justin Bieber can do that, but Jackie will, with their Encore, send that through their jungler. It tags onto counter and gives Majnu the layup to just put counter down and secure it. So, fun little play there. A little shift away there from Oing. The hook, as the hook lands. So, bot lane still in charge on the side of TRT. Oing and Rube having a little bit of a better time here with the CS lead.
Small CS lead, but there is still that first strike ult kind of balancing it out.
Lot of pain here. Bramble Vest acquired by SCK, actually. So an improvement from the previous top lane exchange where the Olaf was allowed to just heal endlessly.
We do also see the Tryndamere picking up the call, recognizing he's not going to be able to go for that many kills. Just, okay, I will outfarm you. You can't threaten me off these waves.
That, and also just probably looking for the greediest option possible here. Ultimate's going to come on through here. The Alpha Strike used to pull the distance here, but Striker Jones is going to get his invulnerable started. trying to time it out here. He's about to get a counter kill. SEK going to flash away. That is exactly the right sequence of plays there from SEK and Evil Lobster to take out Striker Jones. They have their assignment, and they are acing it right now. The alternative, the cross-map assignment, though, for Echo and Brenny is to survive this bot lane, and they are having a rough time of it right now.
Yeah, that Sheen power spike from the Ezreal combined with the Braum passive makes it really hard to trade back in these short trades. One Braum Q lands, and suddenly you're fearing that all in. Importantly, we do also see the Ezreal going with the Deathfire Grasp instead of over the Lethal Tempo or PTA. I know it's a bit overtuned at the moment, so we could see some hybrid AD AP build coming out of the Ezreal. I know it's been popular with the Dusk and Dawn and the Static Shiv right now. I'll have to see what route he decides to go.
Looks like some grubs are going to be secured on the side of TRT, maintaining a good little bit of control and some map presence, getting some major objectives. Looks like they get themselves just one. Two will be, looks like, and Majnu is still there, so they will be securing a second just now, and they're going to leave it at that. So 2 grub advantage acquired for the rest of this game for Think Rev Think. SEK doing his level best to clear out these minions, but they are really punishing themselves, actually, not doing the best job of actually getting those last hits, so depriving themselves of gold. Don't like to see that.
No. Speaking of gold, it's basically dead even across the board, but then you look in the jungle, Evil Lobster with the 1.2k gold lead.
Oh, and it looks like they're going to be catchier here. And Evil Lobster here is invade. He's going to be able to take out Majnu. The dive has worked out here. Oing is down, and now Rue going to have to do their best exiting stage right impression, closing the door on their way out.
Yep, that's what happens when the Ezreal doesn't have that Braum there. The moment he's gone, Nautilus knocks him up, and then the MF just drops the full ulti, and there's no real counterplay at that point.
No, the ult goes down, and that will follow you to the ends of the earth, and then the hooks will secure here. Few turret shots taken off, trying to get this invulnerable out of Striker Jones. So SEK really trying to push their advantage here right now, trying to get as much little bits of advantage. Oh, Evil Lobster has arrived here. He's going to be going in here, trying to get some damage down. The ultimate will come through here, but everyone is way lower than would be desired here. The standoff holds. They cannot hold the space. They're going to go. This feels a little bit far. Alpha Strike should be up really soon here, but it's going to hold out. Striker Jones just really towing the line here.
They're going to try to force a dive here. Striker Jones has nothing up. He's going to have to fall back to his tier 2 tower to just not get towered over.
This is very good discipline on the side of DDG to just not give over any kills to Striker Jones, but be able to... Oh, no, here I spoke too soon.
Lobster's gone!
Lobster has left here. SEK with nothing available here. This is... Oh, it's so close here right now. Getting that armor upgrade on the W feels like it's really coming through here right now. The hits from Striker Jones not doing what you would expect here. And now these top laners are in a really awkward place here. Striker Jones is going to be able to push out the wave. SEK is just going to step back and probably receive it under the tower. This is not exactly what you're looking for from the very positive, proactive play that DDG just had. Hiding under the tower here is what we were talking about here. No health available. If SDK could get just 100 mana, that would be a dead Tryndamere.
Importantly, every time he doesn't get that all in, that Tryndamere heals little bit by little. He might have that Bramble, but he can still heal off these minions to the full effect.
There's a very imbalanced situation here in the top lane. Striker Jones will be able to heal up, as you said. I think he's looking for just turret kills. SDK still coming in, trying to get the slaps. This is giving Evil Lobster enough time. He's cleared out his bot wave, and now he is up here by the Krugs. I think SDK is going to try to bait in Striker Jones. We're going to see if this works here. Striker Jones has been able to heal up quite a bit here, but now here comes the all-in here from Evil Lobster. The cooldown, it's so close here right now. Striker Jones trying to get distance, trying to get space for his ultimate to come through. He's going to use that rage, and that's going to be another neutralization of anything really happening topside. I like that SEK is being covered by Evil Lobster and Striker Jones isn't really being catapulted, but I feel like it's limiting any other advantages to be acquired by DDG across the map. They have the gold advantage, a 2.5k gold lead, but now this is going to be the second dragon secured by Think Rev Think.
Yeah, it's a lot of gold in the way they're jungler, but ultimately... I don't know if he's going to be able to carry into this comp. I mean, you have the Braum, you have the Seraphine. It's a lot of CC to try to work through. And again, you're giving up these objectives: 2 dragons, 3 grubs. It's gonna start. If they need to get something in their pockets besides some gold,
just to help bolster them into the rest of this, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I know that, and they kind of want to play for team fights with this Malphite MF, but they're still just playing for these skirmish lanes.
And that's a lot of what we see in this draft league, is there's far more skirmishes than there are 5v5 team fights. Coordination being what it is with such a high variance of players, and also this is only the 3rd week. We're only entering now the 3rd week of the league, so not a lot of familiarity just yet, you could imagine, especially with such large rosters.
I also just realized Yi picked up his full 2nd item already, having the Kraken and the Rage Blade, so at this point, he is a menace. He is a full item up on the Udyr, on anyone else in the game at this point.
Ooh, good little stun, good little counter there. Great trading mid lane here. Jackie and counter, really going 1 for 1. Brandy's still looking around for problems, looking for trouble. And we're just going to be in a standstill for right now. Music.
Yeah, I mean, Tryndamere has the Hydra at this point, but it doesn't really matter. He can clear the waves. They're literally just ignoring each other and clearing the waves.
I think SCK has actually been hitting him this whole time right now. The armor stack on SCK really has done a lot of good work here. Yeah, Striker Jones primarily focusing on just clearing the wave. SCK still giving up more CS than I would like here. It's not the biggest advantage. And here's the ult.
The Lobster's here again.
And now they have to buy the space here. SCK cannot die to Striker Jones here. Striker Jones is just going to be waiting for it. Evil Lobster is going to be dominating right now. 6-0-0 on this Yi.
Well, the caster's dying. Nautilus is engaging on the bot side. Ult does go down to Oink, and he does have to arcane shift away. The Braum ult, or the Braum shield, does throw up a bit of a wall for a while. But then also does land, and the MFs drop the bullet time.
The bullet time does not actually finish it off here. Echo gonna feel like he got cheated on that exchange right now. Brandy fan a little bit on the edge right now. Oink doing their level best here. Rue getting the tag. This bot lane, nice edge for both right now. The max range hook, Brandy fan gets to secure, but now Oink, he's gotten to point blank range. I'm not sure that's the best plan here. He's going to get the finishing blow onto Echo, and now here's a chase across the map here. Brandy fan doing his best Spider-Man impression, swinging left and right to escape this Ezreal's grasp. That was a fun little exchange here, but that advantage, I put that into TRT side. You want your AD carry alive to gather waves and gather things, but Evil Lobster, he knows what he's on. He wants Striker Jones right now. The Lobster has become the monster. This is one of those Godzilla movies that I saw as a kid here right now, and this Lobster is eating good.
Yeah, Striker's got to feel a bit targeted everywhere he goes. Lobster's following. Alpha Strike's away from the Encore, and it does get reflected back!
Very
But there is
good.
no follow-up. Seraphine living on the tiniest bit of health. The Golden Eclipse not quite up yet to kill her off.
Very scary exchange there right now. Majnu looking around, seeing where this E has gotten off to. But this E is way healthier than I think Majnu would be prepared to deal with. So we're entering right now, we're post 15 minutes in the game here. 16 minutes and 15 seconds into the match. 3.5k gold lead on the side of Dondor Gency, having themselves a much better start to this game. A lot better control in maintaining Striker Jones, or not letting Striker Jones get ahead. The gold difference is 300 gold, actually in the favor of the Malphite right now. So Dondor Gency has weathered the early part of the storm, has neutralized Striker Jones so far. This Tryndamere will scale into a very hard to deal with situation. And they've really put a lot of good gold into this Yi right now. I'm very concerned, we talked about this earlier, I'm very concerned about if this goes into any 5v5 team fights.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, they put a lot of pressure into Striker Jones' game, not letting him just free farm and be that late game menace, or shutting him down early. And like I see here, and again, Lobster's again here in the top lane, not letting Striker Jones breathe. Every wave he is dying for, not even bothering to proc the Undying Rage, just accepting his fate.
Yeah, no, the outplays are real, are here. He cannot kill SCK, and Evil Lobster can keep him as far away as he wants the moment he hits the ultimate. Striker Jones is sitting in a very outplayed situation, and Evil Lobster is farming him right now. Infernal Drake showing up here in 5 seconds.
Importantly, Lobster does not have the Highlander up for this team fight now. He did burn it running down Striker Jones, but he does have the Herald. He's
oh
drifting.
my goodness, this is about to be a very interesting engaged
He's
decision.
drifted downriver.
He is going on in. He's going to
Nope.
pit it. That's actually a fantastic just grabbing of space here on the side of DDG, just using the Herald to just buy space and make it very awkward for TRT to figure out what they want to do here. Majnu caught up here is going to have to get themselves out here. Turtle Sands and everything, but they are going to be run through. The Encore is going to come through. It's going to get reflected back here. Counter being their namesake. A huge, massive stun here. The execution coming across will take out Gency, and this Trinity is trying to get in, but the knockups are preventing SCK doing their best job to be a frontline. Everyone is so low right now. Oing is going to be able to get one more kill, but now this is where the Lobster is going to come in and cut you in half with his pincers. This tower is going down here. That was a fantastic layering of decision making of ultimates, and that was as close to a 5v5 team fight as we may get here tonight. The Yi has also gotten one more roll. Big hit. Oh, and he's gonna find Striker Jones. He's getting himself out here. Highlander still active?
No, I think he just activated it. It was off that entire team fight.
Oh yeah, you're right. This is putting your pedal to the metal here right now. You got a speedy boy with a lightsaber. And this is what happens when the jungler looks at a top laner on a hyper carry in the game one and says, I can do you one better. And this feels very encouraging here for this series right now.
And like we saw in the last team fight, their only real engage tool is that Seraphine ult, but then you run that risk of Mel reflecting it back. You saw both their carries get locked up momentarily. And that was their only real chance to try to find something. And then at that point, it's just Malphite going in, Yi going in, MF going in, just slowly but slowly. But even then, this chip damage from the Ezreal with the full man immune and Trinity Force coming back, firing back. Despite the gold lead, it's not a full-on free team fight anymore.
No, it's not. The damage exchange is just way too high here. The damage outputters on the side of DDG are, a Yi, which is only going to be able to get themselves in as the third or one of the last people to really jump into a fight here. This Yi, by the nature of how these team fights look and what Yi does, cannot really be the first one in. The Malphite is here luckily for that, but it's a very, and the poke advantage is on the side of TRT. If anything, DDG has made themselves really set up to engage what fights that they need to not allow for the Seraphine, for the Ezreal poke to come through. We're going to get a look at the gold here. The jump is a cavern. It is dropped down very strikingly, very hard. Evil Lobster up at the top of the board here. 11k, 2k above the next best gold earner on the side of TRT.
And as we've seen the bot side, even 1v1 now, STK, the Striker Jones can't even break the passive Malphite shield at this point. As he does just hit the Unstoppable Force, hits the funny button. Striker Jones running away, but that means they're going to lose their next tower.
Oh, and the trade is happening, and they know that Evil Lobster is at the bot side. They're going to try to sneak the Baron right now. The teleport's coming in here, but there's no Unstoppable Force from the Malphite. The teleport will mean that they back off. I don't know if that's a miscommunication or not, but that could have been a free kill, depending on what they can do. The armor on this Malphite is kind of gross right now, and I kind of like that SCK has entirely indexed into armor with very little concern for the magic damage from Gency on the Seraphine. There is very good damage that can come out from the Seraphine, but it's just not going to be consistent enough. So SCK is kind of at an unkillable place right now. A little bit of a separation. Encore is going to go wide. A little bit of a reach here, and not really getting much.
I feel like a bit of a desperation, trying to find something back. Dragon spawning at 130. This is going to be second Inferno, most likely going the way of DDG. The Striker Jones just barely gets his recall off before he gets found by SCK.
I think SCK decided to let them go there. They had a ward in that brush, but I think they were okay to just receive the wave and let the map reset here. We got a minute till the next Drake shows up here. This will be a pretty important Drake here right now. DDG finding themselves a little bit deeper than they want to be. They're trying to kill out Magnu, trying to get themselves a super advantage here, and that's Alpha Strike has gone through. He's been able to flash away. Evil Lobster keeps himself alive, but oh my goodness, counter comes in down the mid lane and just secures the kill, takes out the jungler. That's the advantage you need and want if you want to be able to secure and start getting yourselves rebuilt into the Dragon lead. But the Baron's also up, and that's a really good poke on a Striker Jones here. SCK is just going to show up, throw a Glacial Spike at the front line. With TRT, back foot here. Low mana. Hook's going to land here. Brandyfan's going in, and that's a massive 3-man ultimate locking them down here. The Undying Rage is going to be able to come on through, but he's not going to be able to get any kills. Striker Jones is going to run away.
Golden Eclipse taking down 2.
Ooh, Dondor Gency are online. Dusik, they are in the game. We're not having a sweep tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope,
We are having a
TRT.
full fight.
Yep, TRT in the desperation walked forward into the fog of war as for Malphite got that 3-man knockup, and from that moment on, it was just chaos. It was TRT running for their lives as they got picked off one by one.
They got baked in the sun that is Mel. They're popped like cherries.
Yep.
Now we talk about that Drake. Now we can actually get to that Drake right now.
I'll just take that Drake on the side and think about Baron later.
Oh, no. Sometimes the appetizer is the main course.
What flavor do you think Infernal Drake is? I feel like it's like mild spice to it.
No. Well, if you marinate those just right, you can chew through them, actually. Brandy fan,
You're getting chewed through.
In the middle no here right now. Counter's going to arrive to provide some support here. Good little stun's going to lock down the Braum. Brandy fan brought pretty low here. It's going to really mess up DDG's ability to hold space around this Baron. Next major piece of import is the Baron. Teleport available for Striker Jones through his quest. He is beelining into that tier 2 on the bot side of the map.
Yep, he is Tryndamere and he has one job: push these side lanes.
SCK's job, don't let him.
Yep, and immediately again, Lobster ready to collapse if Striker Jones does keep pushing.
This is kind of the worst of two worlds here right now. Striker Jones cannot be as unbridled as he may want to be, but Evil Lobster is kind of being pulled away from the Baron, from where he should be as the jungler with that smite. He needs to be around where the main objective is. He cannot provide... He can't be in two parts of the map right now. They have to figure out how to balance this situation to give Striker Jones something, but they get the major advantage. They get that secured Baron. I think until the Evil Lobster hits maybe another major power spike, they may not have the damage it takes to really pop a Baron way faster than Striker Jones can take out that next turret.
I mean, it looks like he's going to be going Death Dance next, so it's less if they can pop it fast enough. It's more so if they can survive the fight afterwards.
Much of engage here right now. Bullet Time going to be able to provide some space. Slow down Rebecca. Evil Lobster. Boing. Trying to get something.
Yeah, but SDK on the side, they have to fear that double force, worry about that all-in.
Root's going to land on to Brandy Fan. Getting brought low here. Your Sharp Barrage is going to come through. Going to get reflected back. Now this looks like a soft reset coming in. Brandy Fan going back, but now pushing forward. Root trying to get something, but she's going to only hit the minion with her Winter's Bite. Ooh, I think
ultimately it's a bit of a nothing burger.
Yep, a whole bunch of nothing.
I don't think no subs were burned, a few minor ultimates. I think it was just the Ezreal ult.
Yeah, I think we're going to this next fight with all summoners available. Evil Lobster's Flash will be up in a bit. And it's going to be a big question of what do the teams prioritize? Who's going to get Baron? Who's going to get their third Drake?
Evil Lobster getting his Death Dance, so now he has that extra... That fake bulk to buy him those 3 seconds to get those last few extra autos off.
Yep, a little bit of survivability. Little surprise there's no sort of lifesteal built into this, especially with how that Gency's Rage Bridge would really proc so many times with the double strike that Yi gets with their passive.
I think they're just relying on the Meditate and the Triumph most likely in the rune set.
We're going to see. Striker Jones doing their best to just clear the wave here. This is a very funny situation to watch a Malphite beat up a Tryndamere this hard and be like, my wave's not here yet, so I'm going to hit you in the face.
Yep. They sue Udyr on the bot side, so I would be surprised if DFT decide to pull the trigger on the Nash. Yep, they just rip it apart and melt that Baron.
I don't even get to see them move to it.
It is just gone.
Ever seen someone knock on a door of a house and the house explodes? I'm pretty sure that's about what just happened there. Fantastic trade on the side of Dondor Gency. That's an ultimate for Baron every day, all day. The moment Majnu was seen, Lobster jumped.
Yeah, but at this point now, DRG is going to start breaking these going to start pushing these lanes, and finally, we're going to finally start seeing them actually group and push.
They might finally actually have the advantage across the map here. I was kind of looking around and getting the impression they have not really had any waves pushing in their advantage for most of this game on account of the main pressure point has been Striker Jones, and they just haven't really exerted themselves into any parts of the map outside of just making sure they don't lose the river.
They're still not really pressuring anything. They're deciding to go with a full map pressure with the Malphite in top and Melon bottom instead of just pushing down mid. I don't know if they can push these waves in fast enough to actually make use of the Baron.
Ravenous Hydra acquired by Striker Jones, so should be able to have a better time sustaining in this lane against the Malphite.
Oh, he had that all game.
Oh, okay, I missed that part. All right.
It's just done so little.
Yeah, it hasn't really done the kind of help that you want here. SCK is going to get jumped on again here, but I would be walking this off even longer here.
Yeah,
it's going to take them 10 minutes to do anything. You can save that for a fight here.
AP in there.
Evil Lobster has jumped on in, going to miss the encore. Evil Lobster happy with that trade there. This turret's going to go down. Highlander running out. This is kind of where it's going to be a little bit scary. The root from counter doing the Lord's work here, keeping the distance. But Striker Jones is here. Echo over the wall, maybe looking for a little bit of a bullet time. He's going to get the slow. Striker Jones trying to inch forward, trying to get that shout to slow everyone down. But it's just, that's not an engage. That's not going to be enough. And Dragon's up.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon's up for about another 3 seconds before Lobster gets his hands on it. That's just going to be disappearing real fast.
I want to see if I can
Yep, and there it is.
Yeah,
Third Infernal, importantly, so just raw AD and AP coming out for DG.
Going between two worlds here, trying to protect this turret here. Striker Jones going to do his level best. Going to probably die trying to take this one out. He's going to get CC locked up here. Can he get the one more auto? He can. Objective bounty has been secured. He's not going to be able to get far enough. The Undying Rage, just a little bit of a memento. But that's a trade. That's one life for a turret, and that's usually worth it.
I will gladly trade my 1-in-6 top laner for a turret, personally.
Yeah, I would understand that sentiment.
It's a bit harsh, but you ain't gonna be doing much in this tower defense anyway.
Well, and this is kind of where we end up in a very rare situation here. Striker Jones being the best player on the side of Think Rev Think, but has been wonderfully neutralized. Dondor Gency with the Malphite pick into the Tryndamere, and then the Mel into... Oh, this is... Oh, he's going to be able to dodge out. He's going to die here. SDK a little bit too late here. Echo
does go down, and he does get away. That's a 1K shutdown going to the Ezreal.
Yeah, Oing with the confirmed kill here. That's not good news here right now. This Ezreal has been behind their lane opponent for a while now.
It's the one person really putting out damage in the team fight from the sides of TRT too. So that 1K, that's going to be... probably he's working towards that. I don't think that's a Spear of Shojin. That would be Endless Hunger, I believe he's working towards for.
Yes, is what I have seen. That is what I've seen before. All right, we might be getting closer to a game itself. Here, 7.5k gold lead still inside of Dondor Gency. Should mean not a lot of chances here, not a lot of opportunities. Kind of a big wallet difference in the favor of DDG. But TRT, anything can happen. Map plays are not perfect at this level, so there can be a misplay.
Kind of the beauty of these leagues is, despite it being a 7k gold lead, it's still anyone's game.
It is, especially with how the posturing, and we were talking about this a few minutes ago. Dondor Gency has not exerted themselves. They haven't taken over the parts of the map, partly because they are kind of locking themselves into very controlled team fights. A lot of this almost ends up feeling like a solo queue match, because there's not a lot of grouping. There's not a lot of... I'm not seeing a lot of wards on the map. There's 2 there top side around the Baron to make sure it wasn't getting taken, but that's... Or a minute till that's another concern. So what I feel like Dondor Gency is doing, they're just playing until there's a team fight late enough in the game that they win, and then they just go kill the Nexus turret. They're not really doing anything else to leverage their advantage, take away sections of the map for extended periods of time, and really make it easy to secure, you know, dragons or barons, or even just win a little fight and get a turret.
Yeah. I mean, Baron spawning in 30 seconds. We're probably going to see some posturing around that. And then that is Soul spawning for DG in 2 minutes.
It's a little crazy to see, like, Think reaching this far down mid lane. That's a teleport. Oh, Malphite's coming in for the flank here now.
Oh, Malphite flank.
That's a double flank. Mel and Malphite have teleported in here. They're all coming down together here around the dragon. I think, oh, and Striker Jones is going to get a flank on to counter here. There's going to be a little bit of a problem here. The counter is going to come out here. The reflect not doing it, but the stun is there. The bullet time
bullet time rips through their entire team.
Oh, that was that's what we've been waiting for. It. Oh, and you just flashed and
Lobster is loose. He snipped everyone. There's a quadra kill towards Evil Lobster on the Master Yi.
Running him over. Absolutely running them over here. Mid lane, we're going down here. A little bit of a... Here's the replay.
Worried when the Unstoppable Force only hit the Braum. But then they full committed, trying to get something back, but they're sending everything onto Malphite. He just does not care.
No, and this damage from Ezreal just isn't doing anything. This Malphite was hurt far more by anyone else than the Ezreal, and the lockup, the sequence of CCs, and then the bullet time, it just ruined Striker Jones's plans.
Yep, Dauntless Assault knocking everyone up, as that is going to be them taking down the Nexus bit by bit, but padding some stats first by clearing the entire minion wave.
Game 2 goes to DEG.
Game 2.
That is a 1-1 right now on this series. We don't have a clear deciding victor on the day. And another game where it feels rather one-sided. A little bit more of a team play here. Good amount of damage spread here. That Malphite doing very well, beating up on the Tryndamere and holding their own. Very good work on the side of SCK to neutralize Striker Jones. Evil Lobster coming in from the jungle to make sure that this Tryndamere never got anywhere.
Yep. I just wanted to point out, 1/3 of MF's entire damage that game came from that last team fight.
That is believable. I kind of forgot there was an MF and kind of like, I think there was the 1 or 2 bullet times we saw in those last 2 fights, and that's like it. This MF did not use their bullet time, use their ultimate as often as I would have liked or expected, really.
Nope, the one that mattered. I mean, 5,500 damage in one team fight. That's all you need. One good team fight.
That's the big spread. That's the big spend. That's the big way to flip the situation out. We think we're going to come in, and after that first game, have a 3-0. But Dondor Gency, Lesser's team, has been able to show up with a few little changes in their roster, and they may stick with this roster going forward. But we will find that out when we get back to you with Game 3 here in a moment. Awesome, Dusik. Thank you.
I kept trying not to go over your color casting.
Well, I'm doing play-by-play for this season, so I'm wondering if you and I misunderstood who was play-by-play and who was coloring. But I also talk a lot. I also talk a lot. I'm trying to figure out how to.
No, I'm just kind of letting you rant, man. You're good.
Yeah. I'm
kind of letting you take main caster. I'm just kind of here to fill gaps when you have that coffin fitter.
Yeah, I heard that guy. I was like, I'm muting. Please notice. Please pick up.
Yep, I'm like, I got you. But my caster's dying over here.
Good stuff. Yeah, I did not expect it to actually, for them to counter this so well coming into this game too here. I'm actually impressed from Dondor Gency. Because I know I told the other caster, but Dondor Gency, Lesser than them, they're very much on the chill, just here to play, have fun. Kind of try to win, but none of the try hardness that is on the side of Jecky's team with Think Rev Think. So it's kind of the you just got beat by 4 fun players, bro. How does that feel?
I really just feel like they were relying on the Tryndamere doing something, and they just said, no, you don't get to play this game.
Oh yeah, no. The Tryndamere had the problems we thought though Yi was gonna have, because the reflect from counter was clutch. Hit almost every single time, and it's like, no, I'm sorry, Jackie. You're gonna get sung at and on. Oh, you just died in this play. Or no, the other guy just died, Kaloth. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't played in this league.
Casting this league makes me wish I actually wanted or did spend more time playing ranked and getting better. Because there's just certain things I see and I was like, I know how to do this, I know how to deal with this, but I'd probably get thrashed or something. Been one-tricking Alawi for the better part of the last year. The little bit that I play
from experience. If you come in here as a one-trick, you are never getting your champion.
Oh, I know. But I've played like everything, but I just was like, I need to pick one thing and get good at it, because I've always had my own misgivings or issues for playing like ranked and stuff, especially because like I've been playing for like ever, so I was very much from the years of, you're gonna play on Summoner's Rift, set aside an hour, you know.
Yep. Oh, you know, I started early season 5.
Yeah. Okay, which I started playing when Skarner and Talon were released.
Okay, so yeah, so when I very first started, Gnar was the newest champion.
Oh yeah, no, I remember him coming out. I was playing in that apartment with friends that I used to play with. Yeah, Gnar was a fun little thing. I was like, wait, a transforming character, a rage bar that matters? What? Crazy. Trying to think of, I want to grab a. Here, be right back. Alrighty. Couldn't find a sweet treat, but I do get to finish my lasagna pizza.
Actually ordering groceries right now because I got too lazy to go outside today.
Woof.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. So I'm looking at game 3 inside of the see what this
Can I get
next.
that pulled up?
Yeah. So the rosters have been locked in. I can kind of give you an idea of how this probably will go. Actually, I wonder, did I put that link in the chat? Yeah. So that link in production chat will take you to this match. So let me know if you want me to run you down it or whatnot.
Oh no, I have it pulled up, man.
Cool, cool. So they've rotated Zimmy in for Striker Jones. Zimmy is like their second lowest point value player. This is it's kind of the person that and they only have 2 top laners, so they are locked between Striker Jones as a hard carry and Zimmy as a sack. Riddy, I think I heard very good things. Where were my conversation with Becky? Riddy's playing well. Bubster's fucking amazing. Alright, cool. So, Riddy should be able to do well here. Majnu actually rotating over to mid lane. Oink still bot lane. And Rue still in support. So, not much changing there. Lesser in on the side of Dondor Gency kind of means that, if I actually read that right or heard correctly, when Branny, yeah, it might very well be Branny and Lobster.
Quick note.
Oh wait, go ahead.
Both teams are going bold.
What does that mean?
They lose their first 3 bans, but they get extra 3 points if they win the game.
Oh, okay.
So both teams are having no first phase bans.
both teams kind of gambling there. It's like, no bans.
Yeah.
We're gonna win. Get those points. So yeah, I would expect top side basically like not really have anything going on. Lester's gonna try to go for a carry jungler, and probably Branny's gonna pair up with them. Counter for I gotta play Independent again, and Echo I would expect similar because Brandy's gonna want to go places. So those are kind of like my reads of how this is probably gonna go.
I don't know most of these people, so I'm gonna trust you on this.
Well, I'm also the one, like, you know, having calls and messages with the captains to get vibe checks around these things. And,
Yeah.
and
I see you're doing a lot more than I was. I didn't do shit.
By the way, Jessic, orange is Shaden.
Oh!
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot to mention that for you, because I know you know Shaden.
I know that. I
Yeah.
didn't care to mention that.
Fair enough.
It's on the page, and I was like, I'm not caring today. I'm just not caring today. Like, I've got all my prep thing. I'm down to like row 91 on the spreadsheet for setting up for this match.
Oof.
I have not prepped actually for tomorrow yet at all. I don't have that on my thing. I don't think. But that spreadsheet keeps getting more and more expansive. Ishan, I don't know if you've been able to give it a look, but I'm adding more because I figured out if you go over to the far right side of it when you get a chance, I've actually been like, alrighty, what's the number of people in each role that they've got? And then what is their point value average for those roles? To be like, alrighty, well, where are they usually the most strong or whatnot? Which means that like Lashback Foundation, for example, has like a very high average for their top lane side, while Gassy Trud's like their strongest place is really mid and bot, which feels like a pretty good split, all things considered. So I have yet to apply it everywhere else, but these are little interesting stat lines. I was like, I think I can actually add this layer of analysis into this to just contextualize like who's strong where in terms of how their team is built.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, and then the joke is that you find out some people are just like really poor point value because they haven't played in a while. And it's like, everything is a lie.
Man, I got the munchies now.
Did we both partake in the THC today, my friend?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay, I was like, I had half this root beer Mary Jones THC beverage like at lunch, and I was like, all right, I need to just not drink this after 3 o'clock so that I've got plenty of time to become useful by showtime.
No, I didn't because I planned on being productive today, and then I took a nap instead.
I did that, and I did it with the weed helping me crash hard while my son slept.
Yeah.
So
And my supply's also running low, so.
woof.
And I'm technically not legal where I'm at, so.
Yeah, that's rough.
I have to drive down to Chicago and smuggle it up.
Coyote. I think I can actually try to prep tomorrow after. No, wait, that's gonna be there. Fuck. Damn it, family that I need to go see. They're in town. Like, come see us. Like, do I have to? You're alcoholics.
Yeah.
Come here. Minor prep here, day 2. Gassy Chuds versus.
Oh, they started. Alright.
Oh, Shizen.
It's fine. They have bold, so there's gonna be like 2 minutes before anything happens.
2 minutes of nothing happening while they each like ban.
Well, actually, no. They can select none. They can select none. So my back's really quick. So I'm gonna hop in.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
We're flying in. We're flying in to draft. This is going to be game 3 here between Dondor, Gency, Think Rev Think. We came into this Dusik believing that Think Rev Think were going to have a pretty easy 3-0 on the evening on account of just Think Rev Think. They're here to get the trophy. They're here to win. They have one of the best top laners in the league in Striker Jones. But Dondor Gency does a fantastic counterpunch going into game 2 here. And now we have a massive adjustment across all of the rosters here from game 2 into game 3. And both teams, I believe, have gone bold, which means we will not see bans, any bans for the first 3 bans in this draft. So if you see empty squares there at the bottom, that is on purpose.
Yep, they're both saying win or lose, we're getting those extra points.
Yeah, this league has a certain layer of point value that really ultimately informs and makes sure that everyone gets kind of a fair shake and everyone gets play time. So the actual victory the win-loss is not the ultimate decider of how things will go in this league. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but we will be guiding you through that as we go through the season here. And Nefiri Vagar on the side of ThinkRev they're getting a little spicy. Lesser going to try to be the big dog on the Rift with... Might be counter going with that mage there with Vagar. Little baby cage going to lock you in there and get eaten up there by the doggies.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we do have that blind Wukong, just that really powerful engage tool coming out, really strong at post level 6.
Wukong was a favorite of Zemi back when I casted them back in week 1. I do believe we have a little bit of backwards. Something's backwards here on the screen right now. Let production figure that one out. Sivir picked up on the side of Dondor Gency for Echo? For Echo. Alrighty, so a little bit of skilling there, plenty of wave clear. Now, if this Wukong, I expect this Wukong to go top side. This might be sick denying Zimi's Wukong. Lissandra picked up counter, ready to be the engage option for their team, it would appear.
Yeah. I mean, kind of sad we're not going to see Seraphine in the mid lane again, but... I mean, they could still technically take it on ThinkRev, but with a Vagar, unless they're going to go like Vagar ADC, Seraphine support, I feel.
That has been seen, that has been done. Gwen going to be picked up here for Zimi. Yes, we actually have seen a Vagar bot lane. Did not go because there's a Vagar with a Nami. So awkward, to say the least. But it has been done. Even I believe there was a Swain bot as well inside of the first 2 weeks. Because there are some players in this league that are primarily mid laners, but have gone and rolled locked themselves into bot lane positions. So they can end up. We can have some nice good old throwback perks and bot lane G2 shenanigans with some casters in the bot lane really mixing it up. Now we're going to get into the actual second ban phase, but actual bans will be occurring. Bard being taken away from Brandy Fan, who is still in this match, and the Nautilus taken away from Rue.
Senna ban seems a bit odd when they have the Sivir.
This is the third ban. Senna has been banned throughout this entire match, and I believe it's been primarily against Echo, because I believe Echo has been in here for all 3 matches. Nope, only for the last 2. So Brandy Fan's still in the bot lane, Echo sticking around for a second game, counter for a second game, Lesser in for 1 game on the evening, and SCK able to come in for their second game. So bit of rotation, Morgana taken away. So a lot of support bans, I would feel, tonight.
I mean, it's kind of the only role that you know someone's left open for, unless they're going to, again, you could see like the Viger or the Lissandra support, but...
Yeah, and it's very uncertain. It's very uncertain what Oing's going to play for bot lane. The Ezreal's wide open again.
Yeah, because they have the Lissandra for this time. I'm not sure if they're that worried about it. Like, between Lissandra and Wukong, they can definitely lock him down long enough. Ooh!
Tom Kench coming in. I feel like this is going to be a top lane Tom Kench for some reason. But we will figure that one out.
It'd be like the Fury mid Gwen jungle?
Oh, you're right. I forgot about the Gwen here. So this is looking like a support Tom Kench that we don't see too often these days since the Eat became an ultimate ability.
I wonder if that is Viger ADC taking the Tom Kench to pull him to safety. Because typically you take Kench and you have that low mobility ADC you need to get out of there.
And Set's going to be being brought in here. Could be a Set support. That'd be a little crazy. Haven't seen that in a long time, but I believe this is starting to feel like it's going to be Wukong in the jungle being piloted by Lesser and SCK getting this Set into the top lane to deal with the Gwen. Now we got to figure out. We only have 1 standard AD carry in this so far, and ThinkRev they need to figure out what the rest of their comp's going to be going. This is a Swain support?
I'm guessing either way, that is a very short range comp, but like if they are in your face, you are probably already dead.
Indeed. A lot of lockdown, a lot of ability to just really put some pain on Set, able to be part of the front line and provide that massive punch. Set's a lot of fun. Set is a lot of fun. I'm not even going to lie about it. And then the Swain, I would almost be encouraging whoever's in the support role, if you get a Shirelia's Reverie, you're going to really enable the rest of the team to really run them down with a Sivir on top of Shirelia's. to just make sure that no one can escape your clutches. Malphite's going to be secured for Zimmy in the top lane. And if we got everything right here, we have the set topside Wukong in the jungle. That is a Veigar for the AD carry for Shaden for Oing. And Rebecca getting her the Tom Kench. We have ourselves set up for Game 3 to finish out the evening. Dusik, any thoughts on these comps before we go to break?
It's both are kind. I mean, they're both really short range with not a lot of ways to start a fight besides like Wukong and Set. So it's gonna be either a really scrappy game or nothing's gonna happen.
And we will find out when we get back from break. Keep this tab open. We'll see you soon. Square. Both teams have engage option, but like on the side of Dondo or Gency, like it's the Malphite and like that's it. You know?
Yeah, it's gonna be a really awkward one. I feel like.
Right. This is what I love about saying like mid laners. So like I'll be bot lane or whatnot, and then what was my count? I think I did have a count for them. I built that yet? That one. It's not there yet. Gondor Gency has 5 bot laners, 3 mid laners, and Think have 7 mid laners and 5 bot laners and 3 supports. 5 junglers. They've got options. They're just not really using them, I guess.
Gee, Sean. I kind of just hopped in to rip on you for not meeting you guys fast.
Oh, wait. Is that Josh in here?
Wait,
no,
did we
it's
not get
Ultra.
muted?
Oh, Ultra. What's up, man?
What's up?
Oh, we
Howdy.
got a whole bunch of people in the production. I'm not used to having... Wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
There's only 4 of us.
Yep. That's still a lot. Still...
One more than normal.
You guys said Kaloth Kohai in here earlier?
Yeah, he was in for game 1. Let me run through that one, yeah. And Dusik's been a good number 2 for games 2 and 3. You know?
Yeah. 2-6 a little bit of a veteran caster for us.
That's nice. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm just here chilling to fill the air when he needs some breathing time.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like, one of the things I know to do as primary prayer life is like, shut up and let it breathe. Let it breathe in general. Like, I don't need to talk endlessly.
Yep.
I figured I should tune into at least one of Ishan's streams to figure out where we have been different, I guess.
I actually couldn't tell you. I don't think there is been any great differences.
I mean, Ishan uses the replays. I don't.
Yeah, those are hard to do though. 'Cause I think you have to like really sense it and time it pretty well.
Yeah, and I've never used it once.
Right.
So
I think the funny thing is that there's been maybe a few asks for gold or maybe XP inside of like the last few weeks between Tivon and I, but then it's like, can I see how these skills are being leveled? No. Well, thanks. I'd like to evaluate these bad top laners know how to play their freaking situation out. They don't? Fantastic.
yeah, I don't think with the overlay you'd be able to actually like see.
No, it'd be blocked.
I think
It'd be
it's
blocked by
covered.
that caster thing in the bot left. Yeah, it'd be blocked out by that. unless you could actually change like that or the HUD in game,
Right.
But
Ishan, let's ask them to add that to League broadcast.
What?
Let's ask them to add that to League broadcast.
Add what to League broadcast? That was my
Like,
question.
selecting a champion so we can actually like see like their like skill ranks and stuff.
I think you can.
I haven't
You
seen
just
that.
click the champion.
but
Yeah, that's
we
like
were
in game. That's
yeah,
like
we were
covered by the
yeah.
overlay.
yeah, we thought it'd be covered.
No. I mean, you can just click the actual physical like champion. Like you can just pan to the champion and click it, and the box will pop up above the bottom left box.
So
Above it.
that is there.
Yeah.
That is Ultra. That's been available the whole time.
Because usually the bottom left box, what that is right now, is usually where you can like toggle all the different things, right?
Right.
And then above that is where the champion stats pop up when you click a champion.
Okay.
So you can, yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess I was checking or asking.
I should have done that for Malphite last game. I just blanked on that.
Right. Well, I think I was asking Ultra that like, in the last like week or something like that.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, and I was like, all right.
I think it was specifically for a Malphite too.
Oh, it is. No, it is because it was. I forget who it was, but they were just primarily maxing. We found out they were maxing Q instead of E to like clear waves or even just W. And it's like, alrighty, bro. Like you can't even get your skill sequence down for like what your situation is. This Garen is ruining your B hole. I need you to just smack the ground, clear the wave, and walk away, please.
There are a couple things I gotta like go into game and actually like mess with while like spectating.
Right. Aatrox is not dying, jeez.
Oh, Ishan, I don't know if we can fix this, but like when you go into the replay, you hear the current game sounds and not the replay.
Yeah, I don't think we can fix that.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I think we can. No, we can't. No, we can't. Because if you mute the current game sounds, you'll also mute the casters.
Unless you set Discord as its own audio source during a replay scene.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I guess it is doable.
I did some research on that years ago. Like, can I actually figure out how to make just one application its own audio source for like OBS?
Oh, they added a thing called application audio, so you can do that now.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's how we do
on
Spotify
Streamlabs.
usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to separate those sources so you can affect those things only instead of just... Because that's what I usually do these days. I have one audio source, it's like my mic, and the other audio source is just desktop.
Yeah.
Everything that comes through, like...
Yeah, which is usually what we have going.
Well, it's very doable. Like, at least you can edit yourself out from over talking someone else's good joke for the kind of, podcasts and shows that I do.
Right.
But it's also like one of those, it's like, I wish I could get rid of the game audio a bit or lower the game audio so it doesn't overshadow like, someone else's bit or something like that from other production experiences.
Right.
Content doing experiences.
I mean, Discord has the like attenuation thing. So like while you're speaking, it can lower all other like audio.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I guess maybe. I don't know. I haven't done that. I haven't been interested in that kind of thing for a bit. I just remember that being a dang frustration looking into this. Like, get these applications, make them work. It's like, fuck, dude. Never had like the good problem solving know-how for PC related things like that. Now with like AI available, it actually becomes like way easier to do, Excel tricks and things like that.
Wait, Ishan, it looks like your timer's wrong.
What do you mean?
I see you still in Champ Select.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty accurate.
Oh, okay.
It's actually going to be just about spot on.
Yeah, what were you looking at? It's not. We don't aim for perfection.
I figured it. I thought Threnzel would say like spectating if you're still waiting on the delay.
Also, let's be real. Both of our timers are wrong most of the time.
Oh yeah, no, I almost never pay attention to it. I draw attention to it if it is accurate.
I do the opposite. I tell people if it's going to be not accurate.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, we're gonna be hopping in game 3 minutes before the timer or something like that.
Great. Like, actually, me getting into game, I'm usually within 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
They've been fast today. Like there's been like 4 minutes on the timer in most games when we get in game today.
Yeah.
But this one they took a minute.
Well, I'm gonna jump out for the game. I will let you guys have at it. Catch you later.
Stay
Take
busy.
it easy.
Tomorrow.
Alright, I'm loading in.
Alrighty. Locked, loaded, and ready to blow it.
Something like that.
Let's try to figure out the rhyme.
Alright. 3. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, sorry, bedtime
Okay.
stretch.
Oh, good. 3, 2, 1.
We're in game 3. Final game of the night here between Dondor Gency and Think Rev. Think the expectations, we talked about that. Think Rev Think favored tonight, but Dondor Gency has surprised us and has come on back. Look across the board, you would be correct to see that there is a Vhagar in the bot lane, Nefiri in the mid lane, Majnu taking their jungler prowess into the mid lane, Riddy on the Gwen in the jungle. This is, I don't think this is what we were seeing actually, or predicting in the draft. Dusky?
This is what we predicted.
This is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, with that Malphite was the last pick, I believe. Yeah. Really. threw
Yeah,
a
the
wrench in
Viger
things.
Tom Kent is a bit odd, but I mean, I get the theory is, again, you take Tom Kent and you have those really low mobility ADCs you see with, like, Varus, you see it with Senna. You'd also see the theory slapping around mid a bit.
Yeah.
With using the only appropriate Nefiri skin, the Glizzies. It's literally called Glizzies.
That's crazy. That's crazy. How dare Riot let certain cultural things penetrate their video game.
Literally a Glizzy dog, and I love him.
Oh, and look at... Oh, that's a good little combo right there. That's a
Oh.
lot of damage here, Oing. He's brought low here. That's a little bit... There's some heal in
That might
there
be
that
an
kept
early
him
teleport
alive.
coming out.
Uh-huh. You cannot get caught by that root pool. Oh, and Root's going to get the other half of this. This is a... I never thought I'd see the day that Sivir paired with any type of support equal to kill lane, but DDG are making me think. A little bit of a strong exchange here. Mid lane Majnu putting the hurt onto counter. They counter with the counter punches. Keeps it close, keeps it even. Ooh,
Oh,
good
that was
little
a
buffer
big
there.
haymaker.
Yeah, gotta like that here. Timed it out to receive the turret shots. The big shield caught that, and the true line damage. I think that hit Zimmy.
He is also doing the PTA Ignite tech on the set, getting extra damage in those haymakers.
Gonna bring some hurt. Oh, the headbang's gonna hit.
It
Good
procs
another round.
PTA so fast.
Mm-hmm.
E auto. That's all it is. Or auto E auto, but yeah. It's
Still,
that extra 12% bonus damage I think it is on the PTA proc.
I don't.
Whatever it is. Whatever it is, it's extra true damage as... Ooh, the pull does miss Viger, but Kench is being hit down chip by bit. Sivir stuck in the baby cage for a little bit.
A lot of aggression coming out of this bot lane here. This Sivir and Swain just really controlling the lane and really putting the hurt on Oing and Rue. This is gonna be healing up at base. Gonna get some free time here. Maybe a little bit of damage put onto this turret. Rue's gonna get caught up on the Rue. He's gonna have to pop that shield. He uses the heal actually to try to get away from that. This is not what I expected to actually see here. This bot lane situation is very much in favor of DDG. They are putting the hurt on the Oing and Rue right now. Looking at the junglers, can't say there's going to be much happening for a while. Really, just want to be farming up on this Gwen, getting items, looking for fights. Would need help from someone else in their lane to be able to get a successful gank off Zimmy. Posturing. I think STK is going to have some problem. He's going to actually flash. I don't think there's going to be any chances there for the cheese will strike, but it's the slam down on the side of Zimmy that will secure first blood. Still, the most aggressive side of the map is the top lane. Taking a look here down the line, CS advantage is over on the Malphite side, and otherwise pretty neutral. Bit of a movement here. Gotta be the root in here. Counter is gonna make their move, get the kill, 1v1 for Majnu, but Rudy's gonna be able to clean this one up. Has gotten the trade kill. So still
Clean one for one. The Snip picking it up.
Mm-hmm.
Always happy to see an ADC picking up a Cole.
Oh yeah, especially when it scales as well as Sivir does.
Well, Scales also just not under pressure from a Viger Kench. Like, you can just sit there free farming for so long.
Oh yeah, we've been seeing them actually just beat up on this Vigar, Tom, this entire time here. It's been kind of grueling. Oh no, and SCK, he's gonna have a problem. He's gonna try to ult out here. Haymaker still. Oh, there's not much else to be done here. Snip's going to come on through Riddy with a second kill. This Gwen starting to get a little bit accelerated.
Haymaker on cooldown from a quick trade in the top side. It's like a 12-second cooldown early game. So he burned it, and they immediately pulled the trigger.
Did their level best and timed it very well. SCK again with a little bit of egg on their face for spinning that, and I don't know if that indicates that DDG just isn't doing a good job of tracking where Riddy is right now. Riddy was actually just mid lane, so, and on the top side of it, feels like there should have been an ability to account for that. And Majnu taking these icicles to the face, maybe a little bit more than one would advise.
Yeah, this is a really awkward matchup for Nathiri because they can't ever really go in, but they're also outranged for poke and wave clear. I have to burn everything just to try to even clear with these Qs, but yeah, just that poke back is so much
And those
more.
Qs do not do the kind of damage you'd want them to do to help you have any amount of wave control. I really feel like at this point Counter is really enjoying and really setting themselves up here. Majnu might be in some trouble here. Counter a little low on mana. Does have the tomb available, and there's that root. The baby cage isn't going to do much. Echo is going to pop his shield just in case, but now Root on the wrong side of this exchange. He's going to have to run away. The second root, Brandy fan's going to get themselves a lot of stacks before we get much further here. Majnu trying to get the counter push in, almost gets counter taken down. Running out of mana is a serious concern. Oh, and another catch here. The ultimate is allowed and available. Brandy fan does not get the damage on to Rue. So dominance still being held, still being asserted here on side of DDG. Brandyfan and Echo, though, cannot get a kill.
No, this is one of the things we were worried about with this Viger Kench bot lane is they just don't really do anything. They don't have the early wave clear. They can't push. They don't have kill pressure. It is, in theory, scaling, but you gotta survive to scale.
And they are surviving. They have not died yet. The CS is only 10 down. But, oh,
Sure.
There we go. Does not get the W connection onto the stunned Swain. Got it. If you want to actually have some assertions here, you're gonna need to land your spells here, Oing. Yeah, we're getting we're getting a slow game here, Dusik. Not a lot going on here.
I mean, I'm not too surprised with these comps. Like, in theory, they having like DRG has engaged like Wukong or Sandra, you know, try to wombo combo on top, but at the same time, who are you comboing? The Nefiri that goes invulnerable, the Veigar that gets eaten by a Kench, the full take Malphite, like, there's no one to really wombo onto. And at the same time, they don't need to. Like, they have the Sivir scaling, they have the Wukong and set. Like, they're not under pressure to really force anything to happen.
No, if anything, it's on the side of TRT. They do not have the easy scaling of the side of the Sivir. The worst thing about this how these comps will interact, and it kind of doesn't matter if it's a 5v5 or a skirmish, but if this game goes long enough, or if this Sivir just is allowed to hit that 500 CS, like, win condition, you have four of the 5 champions on the side of Think are melee. And unless they can really do, like, hold on, we got to fight here in the, over by the Gromp. Big knockup's going to come through, but Brandyfan just going to kind of face tank this situation, keep sucking. The first kill's going to go over. Lesser is down here, going to regret this invade. Echo doing their level best, but Ridison's going to be able to get the snip across, take out the AD carry, but there is a hot pursuit here. Brandyfan doing their best frontline here, getting the root off, but that baby cage will prevent them from running away. Riddy with their 4th kill. We are 10 minutes in, and this Gwen might be going nuclear.
Yeah, importantly, before that further fight, Riddy had gotten their full Dusk and Dawn while everyone else is just on components, and I think we saw that big difference there. Getting those extra on-hit autos, and importantly, with the new season update, it does have that heal when you proc Dusk and Dawn now, so that extra little bit of sustain. Just give them everything Gwen needs in the champion.
Yeah, this Dusk Till Dawn item, I've seen it a bit when I've played some games, just for like some really good on-hit builds, trying to figure out if it works very well on a Kale or whatnot, the hyperscaler of hyperscalers.
I think it should work on a Kale pretty well.
Oh yeah, with an on-hit build, it really takes off really well. Like Ginsu's Rage Blade, double up, or getting I forget the name of that that on-hit bow and arrow item that's like Light and Darkness, where it's like
Oh, Terminus.
yes, and it's like, oh, I will become tankier and more damagey as I keep attacking. So if you let me attack this minion wave before we start a fight, I'm gonna be supercharged. I'm appreciating some of these things because it really makes me rethink like how to build AD carriers like Vayne or something like that. Because Vayne ends up, you almost want to build kind of an on-hit build for at least the Ginsu's Rage Blade into, you know, a Bork. Not that there's a Vayne in this game.
With a Protobelt forward, I'm so glad we're seeing more Protobelt tech coming back out again.
Ooh, Ultimate going to be acquired. The Tomb is going to be put down on the counter themselves to try to buy some time. There's not much else to be done. They're going to flash bot side, but they're going to be running. Looks like there's been enough of a AFK signal from the bot lane. The Swain and Sivir going up to try to help out their mid laner, but that push will be acquired by Majnu, and we'll be able to get at least one turret plate for exiting stage left. Combo going out here. They're not going to be able to really get much damage here. The Q doesn't even get past the second minion by design. Rue trying to tank up as much as they can, but there's not any counter damage coming in really from the Veigar. A bit of a wasted use of their HP there. And SDK super low top side. And a little tensious here on the Rift, Deucey.
Yeah, they saw the Gwen and they decided they had to get away. Like, the Gwen is still a menace. Importantly, like I said, in the top side, this Malphite is just running this top lane, like, uncontested, realistically.
It's really surprising, I think, for a lot of people to realize how much damage Malphite does if you just let him... Oh, and Lesser's gonna find... Nope. Somersaulting Doggo escapes attack from Monkey in the River. That's actually an old Chinese proverb.
Very wise.
Oh, always. Always. Can't help but be... But the amount of damage that can come out of a Malphite if you really want to trade into them, and you're an AD champion like Set, the trade-off just isn't really going to be there. The level of defensive and ability to handle physical damage with a Malphite is really just not conscionable. We saw it in the last match where Striker Jones was in on the Tryndamere, but SCK was on the Malphite, and there just came a certain point where the Malphite was just slapping Tryndamere in the face because the wave clear difference was really, really potent, really loud, really not able to be dealt with.
I'm just having to rush that Black Cleaver just to try to have anything to do back in these trades. But even with that, Malphite probably what, about 250 armor at this point, so you're shredding 30%, you're shredding 60, pushing down to 190. Oh no.
Yeah, it's sorry. I don't know the full play out of the numbers here, but it's not going to exactly be securing any great damage. We're seeing it right now. The true damage is the only thing really hurting him. SCK is not gonna get some slaps in here. Yep, a little bit at a time here, but the mountain will push the man away. Now I'm looking at the objectives here right now at Dusik, and it looks like there's been just a secret trading of the dragons on either side. Looks like the two grubs were... Oh, and the tomb's going to capture Majnu. It's going to be able to somersault away once again. This is a little bit of help. Swain trying to get some assist. Slows down Majnu just long enough. Lesser dives in, gets their first kill of the map. And now we're having a 2v3 here right now here. Echo and Branny in a little bit of trouble here. Gonna have to bring out the crow mode, and it's not gonna be enough here. Really unstoppable here with their 5th kill. A 1.6k gold lead has sprung up here between the junglers here. Lesser has fallen behind and really is very much ahead.
Oh, the flash forward pulls him back, but unstoppable force away the ignite ticking.
Oh, I think it's going down here.
Last
3 ticks, and that will
tick.
be it. I did not know fire could melt stone that easily, but SCK will get their redemption moment, and it's a feel-good thing, but the wave was kind of already pushed in underneath SCK's tower. There's not really much to really be reacquired here. It's going to get at least one turret plate and get some damage, but Zimmy's going to be able to teleport back in, and then we're back to neutral. It's the real play out with both of these top laners is going to be what value do you provide when we start getting into team fights and skirmishes right now. The dead Malphite means that DDG actually get a free push. They're going to get the Herald. So this is kind of going into what I was talking about before. We have a even split on dragons, but it's been such a quiet game that it feels like these teams are handshaking as objectives are traded.
Again, that was Sat burning literally everything just to get the kill. Well, I mean, yeah, you got the kill, you got some plates, but okay, now it's back to where Malphite could just slap you around.
Ooh, counter's going to lock down the dog, chase him to the ends of the earth here. Going to try to get the last bit of damage on. Riddy's going to be able to there snip up the last little strings of that engage. Zimmy looking for some proxing, trying to assert some dominance here. Lesser, this is not your jungle right now. Yeah.
Yeah, Wukong just feels kind of homeless at this point. He can't go top, he can't go mid, his jungle's being invaded constantly, his bot lane's starting to get pushed in by the Viger Tom Kench, like...
Ooh, and this is going to be a rough situation for Zimmy to be in. Unstoppable Force is available as well as Flash. If they can find themselves a few walls to jump across, they're going to set up Riddy, it looks
He
like.
just doesn't care.
He is unconcerned here. Zimmy trying to bait it in, trying to be like, hey, come get me. I'm tasty. I'm unhealthy. But DDG, they're wise to it. They do not chase him too much further. 30 seconds till the next Drake comes up. I'm curious to see. I would like to think that these teams would want to start moving themselves out and about and around this next Drake.
Oh my gosh, Gwen just full picks up a death cap. That is scary.
That's a flex right there. That is a flex right there.
No Nasher's Tooth, no Riftmaker, nah. Death cap.
These Needles Unbound are going to really hurt. Root's actually going to get the backline there, so Zimmy not going to be controlled and moved around too much yet. I'm going to try to get some trading on to SDK to dissuade this dive. I don't know. I know it's the damage on the side of Branny is going to be AP. It's going to be really much more penetrative and do a lot more. Arrow's going to hit. Rue's arrived in mid lane, trying to set up something, trying to get a hit. Counter's going to dash over the wall with their claws. This turret's going down.
They get the top tower, but at what cost? They might lose their mid-tier 2 at this rate.
Yeah, this is not exactly the best exchange you were looking for. The mid-tier 1 gone, and now the mid-tier 2, it's going to be gone as well here. This is going to be another securing of an advantage on the side of TRT. They're going for a fight here. DDG looking for what they need. Really going off here. The Needles Unbound getting a lot done, but this combo counter of this Wukong and this Swain just flattened TRT. They overreached. They overstayed to try to secure that turret, and it set up DDG to come in and wipe them clean, provide that wombo combo, counter going in, rooting down everyone, Lester coming in to knock up everyone, and then Brandy Fam just being in the middle of it, being an explosive Crow man, really might have actually swung this game back into Dondor Gency's favor.
There's a lot of gold going towards Swain. What was it? I think about 2,000 gold from the 3 kills because it was 1k shutdown on the Gwen. Gets the full Rylai's, almost gets the full Spirit Massage on top of it. So now he's not just support, he is a secondary threat now once he has his ult back up.
Yeah, the amount of damage coming out of the support will be something to look for when we get further into this game. Gold advantage right now is over into, still on Riddy's side, but it is tightening up as Dondor Gency makes some of these counter plays. Oh, and Majin looking for a fight, but Counter is really sidestepping him and really making him look a fool. And Bray's going to be able to come in, root him, and lightning strikes down. Majnu embarrassed there in the bot lane.
Yeah, and again, it's just more gold going towards this Swain. He has the most kills on his team.
This is some solo queue and gold rank kind of activity here. I used to do this with LeBlanc and or Swain, where you just end up really playing for kills and even maybe taking some CS from your AD carry if they don't secure the cannon minion like they're supposed to. Riddy trying to get something done here. It's going to be in run around here, counter lasting a lot longer than he should have. Lesser getting the knockups, but this Gwen is not going anywhere. Bran doing what he can. He's going to be able to get the ult off, but he does it when he's outside of Riddy's zone, so the damage doesn't even penetrate, doesn't even hit. That's a 4 for nothing in favor of Think Rev Think.
And then we see just the power of this raw damage on the Gwen with that fully stacked Conqueror. Just, you think she's dead, but just that little bit of healing from her, the Conqueror, her passive, the Dusk and Dawn, just keeps her alive that little bit longer than you're expecting if you don't full send onto her.
Might have a chance. But they're going to need to play to figure out how they want to CC lock this up. And that's going to be really hard. That zone that Gwen provides is one of the tankiest abilities in the game, because unless you're in there with her, you can't touch her. Similar to the Xin Zhao ultimate, just not attached to the body. Minute 27 till we get to the next Drake. Put this into TRT's favor right now. They've got themselves some wards there around the dragon side of the river. Dondor Gency not really figuring out what their counterplay is going to be, it feels like.
Dragon spawning in 1 minute, most likely going to be the next fight we go over, because I don't think any team's going to be brave enough to start the Baron right now.
No, and I don't believe that they have the damage. Sivir will become a very good damage source to melt this Baron and really threaten that steal. But right now, 2-item Sivir, 0, 4, and 3 with, behind on CS. Gold lead is on the Veigar side, surprisingly, after how that lane began. So, on the back foot. Oh, this is where we danced earlier.
Yep.
A little bit of a
Fury's
tangle.
trying to do something, but we're seeing that range difference come in again.
Yep, and you're going to need to dance with all 4 paws if you want to dodge these icicles. This is where it's kind of crazy. SDK gets their entire PTA build up and almost has a full spell rotation and doesn't even get through that shield on the Malphite. This is not good news for DDG. And now there's a Baron being started.
Yeah, they spotted Lesser on a ward. So they said, screw it, you can take the dragon, we'll take the Baron.
That's a pretty good trade here right now. That's going to be second dragon secured on side of DDG. But now, Think Ref Think, they have Baron for the next 3 minutes, and there is still plenty of map control to be acquired here.
Because importantly, that's the one thing their comp's really missing. Like, they have all this damage, they have all this threat with the Gwen, the Viger, the Malphite, but it's very hard for them to siege, so getting these Baron-empowered minions gives them that one tool they're really missing.
Now we get to see if they're going to be able to actually acquire any of these outer turrets, or they're going to really... Looks like they're going to be indexing a lot of their resources. They want to try to get this inhibitor down. Rue's going to be forced to flash out. The baby cage almost catching them. But that is a major cooldown removed from this situation. It's probably going to be back by the time the next wave occurs. The Fury Malphite, they might be trying to sync up these waves, but there's about to be 3 lanes of pressure, making DDG having to decide where they want to go and how they want to answer these problems.
They're going to pull the trigger. They're trying to force a fight here.
Lester's gone on in, and now that's a 4-stack piece. Rue is down and gone here. Oing going away as well. This fight is actually a very good pick here on the side of Andor Gency, and they're running on through here. Majnu gonna have to run away, but he's gonna get ripped and pulled back by Branny. He's gonna tries to get Echo as a parting gift, but Lesser will have made a fantastic call. The team captain coming in there with the side flank with the Wukong, and it just absolutely sets up and knocks down everybody. Riddy, Oing, and Rue here trying to hold out the siege, but jumps right onto the Veigar. The baby cage was not available, as we pointed out. It comes up just now, and gets 1 counter kill onto the Lissandra, but the rest is history. And at that point, everyone else needs to run for the hills. Majnu actually got taken down after that fight. So that is another loss on the side of Think Rev Think.
Really importantly throughout that fight, Counter flashed forward with the Proto Build to get inside of Riddy's field, to get the ult on the Gwen, getting that little bit of more time for the rest of the team to follow up. And that's all they need, that little extra time to get the Wukong in there, get the Swain on top of them, and get that Silver free firing. Because once they're set up, it's very hard to get through that front line.
Indeed. Lots of tanking, lots of abilities available to mitigate anything that the opposing team want to do here. This Malphite, Zimmy, you might have gotten yourself a little bit too far. There's a bit of help here. Rue has arrived, but I don't think you're going to be able to eat the rock before they get taken down. The shutdown goes over to Counter. Now the ultimate trying to run away here. Riddy looking for a fight, trying to get themselves in. Lesser's going to be forced to ultimate, but this Riddy is going to get set up. I don't think the Tomb really was able to do what it wanted to do last time. And now SDK, he's going to miss his Hailmaker. Now trying to run away. Branny just holding the front line, healing up a lot. The Spirit Visage doing overtime. This ultimate is going to last forever. They need to figure out when they want to leave. There's going to be another explosion from the side of Brandy Fan. He is trying to frontline and chase down all of TDR, and the Rylai is slowing them. The baby cage, it might have actually pulled. Brandy Fan will be exploded, will be taken out. Riddy, Majnu, they extend the fight for so long. They just bait them out, running them like dogs on a leash down the lane. And now TRT with some map control.
This was such a good fight from both sides. Kensho, you saw they're pulling Riddy out of the Haymaker from the set last second with the ultimate. And like I said, this entire fight is just Swain with that Rylai's playing on that range, keeping them, forcing this fight to keep going. Viger flashes the root at the last second, and they keep chasing, they keep taking, they think they're going to get him. Baby Cage buys them a little bit of time. And finally they get enough damage. Viger hits the funny button, it just deletes Branny.
Yeah, it was all about getting that Swain low enough that the execution damage was going to come through from the Veigar. That's why it just took so long. But these fights, they're close. 4K Goldie on the side of TRT, but you couldn't say that's how it actually is going with how that last fight went. No, Riddy and them are going to have to play on the edges to even make these work.
I mean, that gold lead is still mostly on the Gwen, so if she doesn't make that high impact, that gold lead does not exist.
And next major fight could be happening like right now. 30 seconds till the next Drake is up. Oing just finishing their echoes. But we have 3 members of Dondor Gency here topside looking for a play, looking for a trap. SDK going to come up to answer Counter's push of the minion wave and catch that. This feels like a very interesting trading of priorities. Dondor Gency looking for maybe trying to get a kill onto this Malphite, but he's going to be able to clear the wave so fast. I feel like this is actually a very poor play, a poor bit of decision-making on the side of Dondor Gency as a team. There's not much else to sort of be done here. Zimmy just needs to run away and just not die. The dragon's being taken.
Yeah. I mean, you gave up Dragon for a potential pick on a Malphite. And Kench just says, nope, that's funny.
Gulp and run away. SCK trying to get something back on the other side of the map, but he's going to be caught out and snipped up, cut down here. This is kind of falling apart here on the side of DDG. The play topside was not the play of interest. Malphite saved by Rue, able to keep that unstoppable force for like the next fight. Really pushing in, asserting themselves. That zone, it's not going to protect them from the tower damage, but oh, and now we're about to have a run them down. But they don't commit. That's a couple ultimates used there, especially their main engage option. Unless counter is there, DDG don't really have an easy ability to engage on to TRT. The ultimate from the Sivir from Echo is a decent idea, but there's nothing else that's really going to be there sticking. Lesser has to get a flank, or Brandy has to be able to get a root, get the ult off, and get close enough that the slow is going to be able to, enable the team to follow up on, do anything.
And now with them knowing they have a little bit of extra free time, they're going to immediately run towards Baron, and Gritty just melts it so fast with that max percent health damage on the Gwen autos.
Yeah, we don't have an AD carry, but we do have a Gwen. This could be second Baron acquired here by TRT. Let's see if they can use this one a bit better. They had a negative 900 gold lead by the end of the last Baron because of how that fight by the tier 2 mid lane had concluded. So this is going to be maybe a make or break situation right now. 263 CS on the side of the Sivir. Still working on getting that fourth item going, but this Sivir is going to be a problem. And unless TRT really starts shutting this down, oh, that's some really big damage here. Counter doing what the best they can, trying to get the Riddy secured, knocked up. SCK, they've gone themselves maybe a bit too deep as well here. Big engage here. Oing gonna be able to destroy counter across the wall. Another fight, and Riddy on a rampage, running through the set, gonna emote on them. It's gonna get rooted and cleared up, but uses the Zanyas. That's how far ahead they are.
Yeah, they didn't know what was coming out over the wall. Better to be safe than sorry. As he says, no, screw safe and sorry. They're just committing to the dive.
Oh, the ultimate unstoppable force comes on in here. Les is going to have to flash away, but this might actually be the end here. Nefir's going to get knocked up while trying to jump on in with their dog as Brandy, once again, being the front line damage. It's going to get the pullback here. The Veigar in a bit of trouble here. It's going to have to flash out of the baby cage. The execute funny button is not funny enough to murder Brandy fan, but they're going to keep pushing through here. Low health bars are starting to show up. I'm not sure if there's much else to be done here. I might be thinking about that the Sivir is going to help win this game. The knockup's not going to secure, but the Nexus is exposed. It's going down here. TRT secure their second win. Keep their roll going, putting themselves at a 9-6 record in just match record inside of week 3 here. And Dondor Gency, they do fall. This is how I expected this to go. Game 2 was an anomaly, but think ref think. They pull it out, and Riddy goes off on this Gwen.
Yeah. I mean, we saw some good team fighting near the end game with those great wombo combos, but they just couldn't find a second one. They couldn't find that second full engage. And, like, when you're trying to skirmish against a Gwen who is that fed against the Veigar, it's just such a pain. You need that hard engage.
Yeah, needed a lot of lockdown, needed to wait out the zone of invulnerability that Gwen will put out, and I can't say that much else really worked out on the side of Dondor Gency. The set, irrelevant in these fights. The Wukong got the one flank off, Lesser with a great call there. The standout was between Benny and Counter doing the best they could in their respective locations. It just wasn't enough.
You know, it was a good try, but it just wasn't enough damage at the end.
So that will conclude the matches for tonight, for at least what we'll be streaming here on week 3, day 1. You can tune in tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be having the Gassy Chuds versus the Lashback Foundation number 4 versus number 8 for how the rankings started this week. Gassy Treads with a 6-6, trying to figure out if they're going to be on the top or on the bottom in their win-loss record. Lashback Foundation down at a 5-7, a little under the weather for where they want to be. So captains Handy Taco and Tony facing off tomorrow. Do not miss it. We will see you there.